Ingles Southern Conference Basketball Championships will be held at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, in the ExploreAsheville.com Arena, March 7th through 11th, 2024. Tickets on sale now and are available via Ticketmaster.com and at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville box office.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio.
97.7 The Brew is Asheville's Christmas station. Brought to you by Balkan Roofing and Ingles Markets.
NFL Total Access, the podcast, is what happens when NFL analysts say everything they wanted to say on TV.
And he's just kind of wasting away out there.
But we're too polite to actually say it.
I miss doing that.
You can find out what happened on NFL fields just about anywhere. But on Total Access, you find out why.
You gotta want more, man.
So listen now to NFL Total Access, the podcast.
Let's go!
On the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ready to start the new year strong? Then come out for the annual New Year's Resolution Run presented by Hunter Subaru. With 5K and 10K routes to choose from, runners, walkers, and family members of all ages and ability levels are welcome. You'll enjoy the vibrant streets of downtown Asheville on New Year's Day starting at 10 a.m. What better way to make 2024 your most successful year yet? Start it with a win at the New Year's Resolution Run. For more information and to get signed up, go to idaph.net, idaph.net. Proudly sponsored by iHeartMedia, Asheville.
From the Ingles Studios,
It is ESPN Asheville 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400, the Sportsocracy. Heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. We're seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat. That's the only way you can join us in the chat is to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Welcome into the program. And, well, there's a lot to unpack today because, well, state of the NFL. And Bill Belichick's apparently gone, and we're planting our flag for the rest of the season. There's just so much.
There's a lot of football stuff to do. It's almost Christmas. It's that time. And my ultimate Christmas present is being right. And I am right. Tom Curran of NBC Sports Boston, Hayden Bird of Boston.com, said Monday that Bob Kraft has done exactly what I told you he did, and he got real tired of losing, and he got real tired of listening to Bill Belichick come to microphones and go, I'm on to Kansas City.
Which he did again today.
I'm on to another loss.
Right.
He's done. He's done. Because of course he is.
The story, the report that came out yesterday was, yes, indeed, the rumor that we had heard.
Which was after the game in Germany.
Yes.
He decided, I cannot do this anymore.
Yep. And that's when the decision was made to move on from Bill Belichick. And no one's confirming this.
Of course they're not, because New England doesn't tell you anything.
Bill Belichick, of course, he was asked about it in the press conference this morning, and he said, we're on to Kansas City. No comment, obviously. It's what needed to happen, and I'm glad that it's going to happen.
It was the only thing that could happen.
Yeah. I mean,
you couldn't
the only thing
continue doing this.
It's the only thing that made business sense.
Now,
to move on.
Here is my question. We have told you for weeks. I have told you for years that this is how this was going to go. It should have happened 2 years ago. But you decided to do that thing where, well, Bill, greatest coach of all time. We can't just boot him out the door.
You had to give him the opportunity.
And that's all well and good. Here's my question. Bill has been fighting for the better part of the last, I'll say, 4 years to try to make his legacy what he wanted it to be. And so now I will ask you the question. What is that? Let's just say he doesn't coach another game ever. How do you remember him?
Oh, he's the greatest Super Bowl winning coach of all time.
Is he, though?
Yes.
Okay, let's play a game. I played this.
He's 6 rings.
And I get that. What do you do without Tom? See, because here's my belief, and you'll say this is because I'm a Jets fan. It's not. And I said this 3 years ago, that this is exactly how it was going to go. Now we're here, and this is exactly how it's going to go. If you take Tom out, what did Bill do? Oh, let me tell you. He went 6-10, 7-9, 7-9, won 11-5 year. Did go 11-5. Went to the playoffs, got a win. One playoff win for Cleveland. Then went 5-11, 5-11 his first year in New England. And then Tom shows up. Then Tom disappears. What do you do after Tom disappears? 7-9, 10-7, 8-9, 3-10. I feel like that has to be in the first two sentences. We live in a Wikipedia age where everything you do in your life is compacted into one paragraph, which is what we see when we Google your name. If he had walked away as soon as Tom did, you're right. Universally, we would remember him as the greatest coach that ever lived. If he walks away right now, that's still the first sentence. Yep. 6 rings. He's the man. I would still argue he's not the greatest coach of all time, but I'd say he's really lucky. 6 Super Bowl rings, greatest dynasty ever. I'll give you all that. But every one of these grumper years that you put up, you give people like me one more little notch in the bedpost to go, nope. Outside of Tom, you're not just good. You're not just average. You are freaking terrible outside of Tom Brady. And that's great. You had a 20-year run with Tom. And if you just, I don't know, go to that little Nantucket puppy farm where the puppies go to enjoy the flatlands,
Right.
then that's probably how you'll be remembered.
Absolutely.
I have absolutely no belief that's how this is going to go.
You think he's going to catch on somewhere else? He will try to resurrect a franchise in a couple of years. It won't work, and then he's just completely tainted after that.
So let me ask you this. If Bill was good to just run off into the sunset, why didn't you do it 3 years ago? You're the greatest coach of all time. There's no way you've looked at this roster and gone, I'm Super Bowl competitive. None. You're the worst drafter in the NFL. That's analytical evidence. That's not an opinion. That is a fact. You think he's going to go away like this? Really?
Yeah.
You think the last thing we do is going to see him go 3-14 or 4-13? Who that dude me said he sure knows how to beat the Jets. Everybody knows how to beat the Jets. We're a cursed franchise. This has nothing to do with my team. So you honestly think the guy that held on until he was 71 years old just to try his damnedest to make you not equate him with Tom Brady is going to walk off this way?
Yes.
Because I don't.
Yeah.
I have no belief in it whatsoever. I think he will be in on every job that opens. Half of them will have zero interest in him, but then you get to the desperate teams, and desperate teams do desperate things. And there's 2 of them that I keep hearing, and they don't make a ton of sense. To me, they don't make any sense. But I keep hearing it. I keep hearing it from smart people. And then I do the empirical evidence thing of, why do I keep hearing this? This is not just you're reading tea leaves. It's still valuable to be a head coach in the NFL no matter how bad the job is. And there are coordinators and there are assistant coaches and college coaches and guys that have long dreamed of being NFL head coaches that would kill to be the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Then why in the world do I keep hearing Bill's name attached to this? Because David Tepper is probably the only person that is out of his mind enough to go, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Maybe we'll strike lightning in a bottle, and Bill will do the Marv Levy thing and coach till he's a billion-D.
Will he or won't he? I mean, I've told you for weeks that I would not be surprised to see that happen. To see David Tepper back up the Brinks truck for Bill Belichick. Whatever it takes, because he's a winner, right? And that's what we're after in Charlotte. But here's the thing. I think this needs to be up to Bill. And while 3 years ago,
this doesn't need to be up to
we
Bill.
talked about it.
This doesn't need to be up to Bill. We've left it up to Bill. And you know what you got? The worst roster in the NFL. Carolina Panthers have more high-end talent than New England does. That's what happens when you leave it up to Bill. This is that thing that I argue time and time and time again. Way too many people, and for whatever reason we do this in two entities, sports and politics. We worry about what you did 20 years ago. What you did 20 years ago doesn't freaking matter. We have a sitting president that may not know where he is, and we have a coach of one of the most valuable franchises in this league that has absolutely no clue what he's doing. Oh, but he's good defensively. Got that. So is Vic Fangio. That and $1 will get you a Coke. He doesn't understand offense. He doesn't get it. Mm-hmm. And when you take his coordinators away, bad things happen. When you take the coordinators away from him, bad things happen to them because it was a nice little package. Mm-hmm. Josh McDaniel worked with Tom Brady. He didn't work with anybody else. Didn't work with Tim Tebow, didn't work with Jay Cutler, didn't work with anything he tried to do with the Raiders, didn't work with Jimmy Garoppolo. None of it worked. Mm-hmm. But elaborate on that. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't work in New England either. They drafted him to be the replacement to Tom. It didn't work. Mm-hmm. Because when you took Tom out of this, all of a sudden you started to realize that the sum of all parts does not equal what you keep telling me it is. And that's what you're getting. David Tepper, if this is really what you're trying to do, and I don't know that for a fact. He hasn't looked me in the face and said that, but I will tell you, there are a lot of people in that building that think this is exactly where this is going. You're not getting Tom. You're not getting 6 Super Bowl rings. You're getting 5-11, 6-10, 3-14. Mm-hmm. That's what you're getting. Mm-hmm. Stop living in the past. The past is completely irrelevant because this game changes over time. And there have only been a handful of guys in the history of this game that were ever able to evolve. One of them we're watching right now, Andy Reid. Mm-hmm. He may have evolved too much and gone, hey, how many gimmicky little receivers can I draft to this team that can't catch?
Hey, sometimes you miss. It's okay. His track record's pretty good. Bill's is not without Tom. No doubt about it.
And that's the problem.
Nobody's arguing that. The problem is how he's seen by that one person that matters. And
himself.
See, in this situation, the one person that matters is David Tepper because he holds all the cards here. I don't know that I see another franchise doing this. I mean, do you think the Raiders are going to do this?
No, because they've already been attached to a Bill guy.
Who else? Washington? Washington's going to go down this path with Mr. Process Owner?
Josh Harris, I don't know. It doesn't. If I look at what he did with the Sixers and try to use the transitive property, then it doesn't make sense. I keep hearing it.
Well, I don't know. He's the one that brought in Doc Rivers, right?
The difference between Doc Rivers and Bill Belichick is night and day.
I'm just saying that it's a name. It's a big name coach. You're getting headlines going after.
He's a big name to
I know
you.
It's different.
He's a big name to fans. He is a big name to people that do what we do. Mm-hmm. In NFL circles, do you know what he is?
Bill Belichick?
I wade in these waters. Do you know how he is looked at now?
How's that?
As a joke.
Really?
As a running joke. This is Joe Paterno at the end in Penn State. Take away how it actually ended. Look at the last few years of him as a coach. Brother, you're a legend. They'll build statues of you. You are so damn clueless that it is pitiful. Mm-hmm. He doesn't understand how to deal with people.
Is there anyone that will get that message across to David Tepper, though?
I doubt it. Because that's the one that that's the one that I keep looking at going, you're desperate enough. You're desperate enough to try to win the press conference. You would not be able to fire him in a year. You just did a weird thing. I don't know soccer, and I don't claim to, but apparently he did something weird in the hiring of the coach for the football team, too, or for the soccer team, too.
No, I don't know. All I saw was
I don't know. There was apparently one guy that it really should have been, and he went this way.
Okay.
Because that's what he does.
Well, he went after the name, right? He went after Dean Smith.
Well, it's not that Dean Smith.
It's not that Dean Smith. But Dean Smith is coaching again in Carolina.
And now here's the problem. If you're Bill, can you be conscious enough? Can you be not the smartest guy in the room? Can you just look around and figure out who you are and what you are at this point? Because I have no doubt that a job's going to be offered. Whether it's Carolina, whether it's Washington, I have no doubt of that. Because there are stupid owners in sports, just like there are stupid people that own restaurants, there are stupid people that are GMs of companies, and there are stupid people that are CEOs of companies. There is somebody that will look at this and go, that's the best we can do. Mm-hmm. The Ocho said the Chargers. I'm going to say it's not the Chargers. There's a specific reason for that, and we'll talk about that in the next segment.
Yeah.
But if you're Bill, do you not understand what you're doing here? If you had just walked away when the Jet fan told you to, none of this would be a story. None of it. Mm-hmm. I would sound like a stark raving crazy person saying this right now if you'd walked away 3 years ago. Do I sound crazy right now? No, because now a third of your career has been hot garbage. Mm-hmm. It's been a hot poop sandwich, which allows people like me to say this because I've thought it the whole time. Great defensive mind. Really good at building a staff. Not really great when things go off the rails. Mm-hmm. Terrible drafter. And an absolute egomaniac that cannot see the writing on the wall. Mm-hmm. And his response today of, we're on to next week. That's all I care about. No, Bill, that's tone deaf. Because this is the same thing you've done forever. You've been the same contentious little old man the entire time you've been in New England. And what you don't understand is that these jerk answers to reporter questions, they make you look stupid. And you never figured it out. And when I really started thinking about this was watching him on the podium at the Army-Navy game. He's up there with Lee Corso, and he's waxing poetic about how Lee Corso is one of his heroes, and he's such a great coach, and he shows some personality. And then the next day, literally the next day, 36 hours later, he walks up to a podium, and he's that same grumpy old curmudgeon that he's been because he doesn't get it, because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand this is a social media age where everything you say lives forever. And we now have a generation that doesn't really care about Tom Brady. They care about Pat Mahomes, and they care about Josh Allen. And you know what they know of you? You're a speed bump. And that's all you've been. And you're going to keep doing it because I have no faith that you can walk away. Mm-hmm. You should. And this is a Jet fan imploring you. Walk away. Just walk away. Let it be done. Hang the plaques on the wall. Go to Nantucket with your dog. And stop giving me reasons to hammer you as you have done for the better part of 4 years.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. The best season of the year is here.
Tailgate season.
Monster Brewing presents this season's MVP.
The Beast Unleashed.
With 4 bold, familiar flavors.
With 0 caffeine and 0 sugar.
Beast Unleashed is your new pregame ritual.
With white haze, mean green, peach perfect, and scary berries, there's a flavor for every fan. The Beast Unleashed.
6% alcohol by volume. Unleashed responsibly. Must be 21 or over. Beast Unleashed available at your local retailer.
If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the mountains, you need to call the agents at Clarissa Sells WNC, brokered by eXp Realty. Check us out online at clarissasellswnc.com. Download our free app on Google Play or the App Store. Type in Asheville Home Search. You'll be able to connect with our team and see all the available homes for sale in our area. For more information, contact us today at 828-774-6343 or clarissasellswnc@gmail.com.
The Ingalls Giving Tree, benefiting Manna Food Bank, will be on display at the Asheville Mall as a reminder of the needs of so many families in western North Carolina. Drop off non-perishable items in the donation barrels at all Ingalls locations, donate online or at the Ingalls Giving Tree at Asheville Mall so Manna Food Bank can reach everyone who needs help. Nothing can hold back the holiday spirit of giving in western North Carolina. Please help Ingalls Markets, iHeartRadio Asheville, WLOS, and the Asheville Citizen-Times ensure Manna Food Bank can fill thousands of empty plates this holiday season.
Halloween is over, but hiring is still scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Some intimate parts need the gentle, easy trim of a Gillette trimmer. And some need the closeness and comfort of a Gillette Intimate razor. While others need a Gillette Anti-Chafe Stick. Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get, down there. Buy now.
You've been miserable with joint pain for so long. You want and deserve relief, but you keep putting off that call to QC Kinetics. Now's the time because QC Kinetics is rolling out something huge. It's a voucher for $500 off your first joint pain treatment. Whether it's your knees, hips, shoulder, or back, the QC Kinetics voucher applies to any area. This is a limited time offer. QC Kinetics is the largest regenerative clinic in the country with tens of thousands of satisfied patients who are able to get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Reach out to the team at QC Kinetics today and ask them, how can I get a $500 off voucher? They'll walk you through the steps and get you started on your way to relief. Don't wait. This is a limited time offer. Call for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics, 828-333-9517. That's 828-333-9517 with locations in Asheville and in Greenville. Again, 828-333-9517. Limited time only, not valid with any other offer.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
The Sportsocracy.
Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Got a super chat there. You got your button handy? No. Not that one.
Nope. Knocked it off.
I'm your Huckleberry.
There it is.
There it is. This one coming in from the Ocho, which you can check catch Wednesday nights tonight, 8 o'clock. All the other things that we don't talk about.
I have a funny feeling that our buddy Armchair David Smith is going to go absolutely ballistic about something. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea what it is.
I mean, it'll probably be the rug being pulled out out from under everybody in Canada, thinking that they were going to get Shohei Ohtani.
Or it could be about the contract, which is what I think it will be about.
Maybe so. It says it all worked well together, and he deserves this. Talk about Bill Belichick. He deserves his flowers, but it's over time for them to move on.
And that's the thing.
It's well past
if you
time.
move on and go to that good old head coach pasture with your little dog on Nantucket, then we will.
Mm-hmm.
We'll forget this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll forget how bad it was at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And there's empirical evidence that tells me that. Because we forget how bad it was at the end with Bill Cowher.
Yes.
We forget how bad it was at the end with Tom Landry.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hang on and you just keep doing it, it could get exponentially worse.
And that's and to me, that's the thing of where is Bill now mentally? Is Bill still where he was 4 years ago? When Tom left, remember we talked about this. Should he walk away? And I told you no, because he's a type A personality, and he wants to prove that he can do it without Tom. You've done that for 4 years, and you've dug yourself into a hole where this franchise is going to take many years to recover, I believe. I mean, there's a chance maybe you get Caleb Williams, you get some superstar to take this job, and whoop, it's right back to normal in a couple of years. But this is going to take a while to get out of the doldrums that you've been left in. And he has to, when I said it has to be left up to him, because the offer's going to be there, he has to be the one to say, enough's enough.
There is a path.
I can't do this anymore.
There is a path that he could actually rehab the image. If you're willing to take one of these jobs and show some personal growth, that I don't want personnel control. I want to be the coach. You can win that way. You're a horrible personnel guy. Mm-hmm. Horrible. And that's the problem, is that I don't see any path that he does it, because I can't find a place that he wouldn't want it.
Because nobody will do it his way. Because nobody will give him what he wants. He can't rely on somebody else to give me the players that I think I can win with. And that is the problem. You can do that on defense all you want to, brother, but you can't make those decisions about the offense.
He's drafted just as badly on defense as he has on offense.
Yeah, but he's
best
still
player on that.
good.
Best player on that defense. Who is it? Oh, a free agent guy that he ever paid. Second best player on that defense. Who is it?
Mm-hmm.
Guy he drafted because it was the only one that was there. He had to have a corner. That one fell. Just so happened he was right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not some stroke of genius. You had Emmanuel Forbes go right in front of you. Mm-hmm. They took Forbes over Christian Gonzalez. That's not you being a genius. Guy fell in your lap. And that's virtually every draft pick he's ever hit. That's what happened. He needed a position, and a player fell in his lap.
Yeah.
Because usually he's taking a guy 2 rounds too early. And so it got me thinking, is there any job on this market that's going to be on this market? And there are going to be a lot. Mm-hmm. Adam Schefter said it could be up to 10. Mm-hmm. I don't know that it will go that high. Carolina's already there. New England is, for all intents and purposes, it's already there.
Yes.
The NFC South should be there on the whole, but one of them won't be because one of you will make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. The Raiders is already there. I can knock the Raiders completely off right now. There is no way he takes that job. There's no way he's offered that job because you can't sell it. I had one of your retreads come in here, and it was a disaster. We can't do that.
Right.
You can't sell it to the Chargers fan base because you can't tell me you're bringing in another defensive guy when you have an elite quarterback, and I did that with the little bunny ears around it, and sell me on I'm going to give you a defensive guy that has a really poor track record with quarterbacks. Don't think you could do it in New Orleans. Atlanta, Washington, Carolina are the 3 that I look at and go, okay, if you were really thinking outside the box, I get it.
I don't think I can see Atlanta. That doesn't feel Arthur Blanky to me.
It doesn't feel Arthur Blanky to me either, but he went and got the analytical smartest guy in the room and got burned. And now he's got all this talent, and the only way I've gotten there is that I would look at it and go, okay, I have all the talent you need. We just have to find a quarterback because Desmond Ridder is atrocious. I don't care for how many yards he threw on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Watch the film. He is awful. It's hard for me to get there, but it's easier for me to get there than it is anywhere else.
To me, that's a Slowick job.
Ooh.
I know it's early.
That's a big boy job for Bobby Slowick to get this early, especially after what I saw last week.
Well, last week.
Yeah, I saw you without prodigious receivers, and you're going to go to Atlanta and not have a prodigious quarterback. Ew.
Well,
you might want to hang out in Houston for another year, my friend.
Right.
Just because the job's offered does not mean you need to take it.
I think it's Carolina or bust. Because I can't see Arthur Blank doing that, and I can't see what's his face doing that, Josh Harris.
I struggle seeing Josh Harris do it because I feel like Josh Harris is going to try to do something splashy that has no stink on it.
Mm-hmm. You want to bring in that bright, shiny new object. You don't want to bring in something that people are going to look at and criticize. And everyone's going to criticize this, right? You'll have your blind followers that are like, 6 Super Bowl, yeah. The rest of the fan base is going to look at this and go, that guy was just, 4 and whatever, or 5 and whatever with New England. He's been terrible. We don't need to do that. I think Carolina's the only option here.
And Stone Sports Podcast hit it directly on the head to me. Bill the coach, yes, there are issues with the personality. It is what it is. It will rub people the wrong way. But I still think coach of this league, he's proven a million times he can't build a roster. And that's the problem. Mm-hmm. See, you see how you keep saying that a fan base is going to hear Bill Belichick and go, oh, God, then you're not the best coach that's ever lived. You're not. Don Shula was 70-some-odd years old. When he decided to walk away, and if he had decided to come back, every fan base in the league would have been excited about it. Jimmy Johnson, Miami was overjoyed that was who was going to be the next coach. Now, it didn't go particularly well, and it usually doesn't go particularly well. But it should tell you everything that a fan base is going to look at that and go, oh, God. Yeah, there's a reason for
At
that.
75 years old, everybody would have
He's 71.
No, I'm saying with Shula, however old he was. At 75.
It was in the mid-90s. Yeah, if Don Shula
everybody would have been like, yeah, let's do it.
If Don Shula had decided, you know what, I'm going to give it another 4-year run, nobody would have gone, oh, God. Bill Walsh, nobody would have gone, oh, God. Tom Landry, that had gone so badly for quite some time. This situation's really eerily similar to that. That's my problem, is that you look at the entire weight of the resume, and teams would go, oh, why are we doing this? And I can't think of another elite coach over the history of time. We've been duped on old coaches in every sport 100 times.
Yes.
There's no duping us here. There's no duping us here. And I feel like every single person listening to me right now, to some point, agrees with what I'm saying. The resume inflates you. You're not that guy. Nobody views you that way. Nobody views you that way because you've shown it time and time again. And if you had even a modicum of ability to read the room, you would know that all of us think you are a good coach and you're a terrible personnel guy, just like Stone just said. And you would go take one of these jobs where you could win and go, hey, look, I made the playoffs. I went 10-7 with a roster that I developed. Because he's still 71 years old. He could do this for 3 or 4 more years. It wouldn't really be a problem.
Sure.
But he won't do it. He won't do it. There's no shot of it. Andreas Pinckney in the YouTube chat asked, are there any rumors on the Saints firing Dennis Allen? I need some good news. Yeah, I can give you some good news. The 3 teams that don't make the playoffs in the NFC South, they will all 3 fire their coach. The 4th one that does might. It just depends on who it is. I think if Tampa Bay goes in and gets just boat raced, I believe that's probably enough to get Todd Bowles fired.
I was hoping for that last year. I'm hoping that a replay is going to spark something, but I can't trust it because we have terrible ownership. So,
really?
Yeah.
You got a lot of money. The only problem is that you got a lot of money that their attention seems to be on a soccer team more than it is on a football team.
It needs to be. Have you seen the state of that soccer team?
No, because I don't watch soccer.
Not good.
Yeah,
I don't watch soccer either, and even I know. I think ESPN had the full-page article on it yesterday of how badly the Man United thing has gone.
Yeah, ESPN, they really understand who they're dealing with me. They don't show me baseball ever. The Los Angeles Dodgers Stadium could be abducted by space aliens. I would have to go find it because it would not put it in front of me.
Right.
Soccer, same thing. Like, we tried 1,000 times to get him to click on a soccer story, a WNBA story, pro wrestling. They tried that for a while too.
Yeah.
Nope. He is not going to click on that. So we should probably stop doing that.
Just ignore it. Ignore it completely. Anyhow, and Kelvin Joyner says, can't we bring Bruce back? No, I'm good on that, too. Bruce Arians saddled me with all of this, so I'm good on him coming back. Let's just rip that Band-Aid and move on. It's a different era. Let's clear house.
The Ocho says the only way they could get me to read a baseball story is if they described it as an ad for a Christmas tree cake. Very correct, and ironic that you said that because we will be talking about lovely Christmas delights in the Daily Draft today. Somebody sent me a meme of I wouldn't do anything for a Klondike bar, but I would do some sketchy stuff for a Christmas tree cake. And I identified with that in a way that crimes. I would do crimes. Not all crimes, but some crimes.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
This is your Exergen Temporal Scanner weather forecast on ESPN Asheville.
See a lot more chatter on a developing storm system in the Gulf of Mexico that's going to work north as the week goes on. It's going to bring a chance of rain in here by Sunday and much needed rainfall. Until then, we're in good shape. Low to mid 50s today and tomorrow, probably Friday too. Might see some high clouds today. Sunshine should remain for the rest of the week. Overnight lows between 25 and 30 degrees. Dry Saturday and that chance of rain on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stidgick.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Halloween is over, but hiring is still scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to InventHelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at InventHelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors received more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's InventHelp.com. InventHelp.com.
Spruce Pine Chevrolet GMC's year-end extravaganza is here. Exceptional year-end offers on all Chevrolet and GMC models. It's your chance for amazing savings. Don't miss out. In person at Chevrolet Boulevard in Spruce Pine or sprucepinechevrolet.com.
Showtime Sports and Mountain Graphics have teamed up under new ownership by an Asheville native to better serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Showtime Sports and Mountain Graphics can customize whatever you, your team, business, or local group may need through high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving right here in Asheville. Free personal delivery within Buncombe County and a reduced delivery fee anywhere in Western North Carolina. Visit ShowtimeSportsAVL.com and MountainGraphicsAVL.com. Your one-stop custom apparel shops.
The Ingalls Giving Tree, benefiting Manna Food Bank, will be on display at the Asheville Mall as a reminder of the needs of so many families in Western North Carolina. Drop off non-perishable items in the donation barrels at all Ingalls locations, donate online or at the Ingalls Giving Tree at Asheville Mall so Manna Food Bank can reach everyone who needs help. Nothing can hold back the holiday spirit of giving in Western North Carolina. Please help Ingalls Markets, iHeartRadio Asheville, WLOS, and the Asheville Citizen Times ensure Manna Food Bank can fill thousands of empty plates this holiday season.
Running a small business is no small task. At Home Trust Bank, we work hard to prepare businesses for whatever tomorrow may bring. Your dreams are our business, and we have local experts who can help you plan for a successful future. Dependable guidance you need, and service you'll appreciate. At Home Trust Bank, we take your small business banking personally. Visit your local Home Trust branch or anytime at htb.com. Member FDIC.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
It is the Sportsocracy, ESPN Asheville. While we have a little, lull here in the middle of the weeks for football season, I admit I've done the bad thing. I have consumed other sports. I know that's not allowed. But
I have not.
In the NBA last night, we had 2 ejections in the NBA last night. I'm sure you've seen the headlines about this. The first one was your guy, Nikola Jokic, got thrown out because he apparently used that word that you're not supposed to use with referees. I don't know what he said, but I guess he thought he got fouled. He was coming back down the court, was just looking at the ref, said something, and you're out.
Ah, he had to feed his horse. He just looked at him and said, "Oh, I have to go home."
He got thrown out.
Love that guy. That's the only thing. He is the only entity that will get me to watch an NBA game.
Right. Which was hilarious that it ticked off the United Center crowd in Chicago so bad they booed the refs.
Do you know why?
Going into halftime.
Do you know why they booed the ref?
Because they kicked him out of the game?
No.
Why?
What night was it? It was Serbian night in Chicago.
Was it really?
He's from Serbia.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yes, it's like the most tone-deaf thing you've ever seen. It was a whole arena full of people that came to see Nikola Jokic. That's why they did it.
No. See, I didn't even hear that.
That's how stupid the NBA is.
That's insane.
Didn't at any point have a talk with the officials like, "Hey, our big horse friend here gets a little platitude tonight." Because there's a whole bunch of people here that came to see him.
That makes that even better. Draymond Green, he got ejected from the Warriors game because he punched somebody.
You ought not do that.
I mean, come on, man.
I think Draymond Green has more ejections than points. And yeah. I'm saying that as somebody that doesn't watch this stupid sport until April.
It's just, to me, there are some guys that they may be the greatest talents in the world, but if you don't have it between your ears,
Well, Draymond's is pretty easy to understand. He's about 8% of the player he used to be, and now he's mad about it.
Well, I mean, and it has been getting increasingly more and more, but this is a habit with him, right? We had DK Metcalf over the weekend getting in trouble in the Seahawks game, and that's not his first time. He's routine for that. We got the story about Mike Tomlin out here talking about George Pickens and how he can't get his stuff together. All his outbursts and things on the sidelines and stuff. It's distracting to the team. It's just, I don't know. And then I see stories like this from a Texas high school where the coach benched the player. They get back to the school because they were on the road. They get back to the school, and the coach got jumped by the kid and his family. It's just things like that go, you know what, sports ain't for everybody. And we need to have enough We need to have enough cojones to tell people, like, you cannot be involved in these social scenes if you can't handle yourself. If DK can't do his job, if Draymond can't do his job, or a kid on the basketball team in high school can't do their job, they don't get to play. It's just one of those things that irritates me as a guy who's trying to raise two good young men. There's no discipline for a lot of guys.
Well, that's why you need a coach like me. Hey, I hope you have two brothers like Nikola Jokic, because you jump me, you might just FAFO full on.
No doubt.
I'll smack a kid. Kid smacks me first. You have fawed, and you will foe.
If your name's not Tommy DeVito, and you don't have the mafia coming after me, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, it's bad call.
Sean Stellato's gonna call the boys.
I do feel like at some point there's gonna be a complete reset of living in America, where all of these people that have been told there is no such thing as the word no, eventually we're going to have like a decade that's just the no decade. Like, hey, that stupid thing in your head? No. And I'm here for it. I hope I'm old. I hope I'm like 70 years old and I can just sit back and go, it sucks, don't it?
Yeah, because by that point, maybe we'll be logical and dudes in our generation will be running the country by then.
Well, it probably will be by then because they'll be 80, and that's what we do.
That's what I'm saying.
We elect presidents that, are this close to death.
Right.
My story's about hockey. And yes, I do understand that sounds a little weird coming from me. Does the name Barclay Goodrow mean anything to you? Because it didn't to me until earlier today.
No, sir.
He is a fourth stringer for the New York Rangers. And apparently, he is a bit of a badass. He got hurt in a game about a week ago. And he was caught on camera spitting out what people thought was a tooth.
Mm-hmm.
That's not uncommon in hockey. People get hit, you lose a tooth, spit it out, and move on.
Yeah.
Well, there's only one problem. After the game, he went to see a doctor. It was not a tooth.
Oh, dear.
It was a piece of his jaw.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. He had and I can't remember exactly what they called it because I can't see it in the story now. It was an oral fixture that had popped out, and now his jaw is sewn shut.
An oral
or wired shut.
Fixture?
I don't know what that means.
I'm
going to assume at some point he had his jaw broken another time, and they had to put it back together.
Yeah.
And that popped loose, and now it's broken again.
I was going to say fixture sounds really, really weird. I went through anatomy class, and I don't remember fixture being on the jaw outline, so...
yeah, anatomy class. That doesn't really mean a whole lot in 2023. Anyhow, what I've told you is not the part of the story that really caught me. How many games did he miss?
None.
One. Because he had to have his jaw put back together.
Mm-hmm.
They interviewed him after their game with the Kings. This was Sunday night. They interviewed him after the Kings, and he said the only thing he was worried about was how he was going to get enough protein to stay in top form because he can only consume liquids.
Yes.
And now he is on the ice with this big apparatus around his face because his jaw is broked.
This is the thing. That, like, I don't understand your sport.
I don't understand the rules of your sport.
I just figured I'm never going to understand it. I get it. It's pretty at times, whatever. But here's the thing. This is what I respect most about hockey. Is that hockey dudes want to play hockey, and they don't care really for how much money they play it for. They don't care how many fans are there. They don't really care how many guys are on the other side of the ice from them. I'm going to go out here, and I will take on all 11 of you, or how many are ever out on the ice, by myself. I don't care. Oh, you cut my throat? Can you stitch that up, and let's get back to beating the hell out of each other? That's the thing that I respect, and I wish every other sport had that.
Christy Kowalczyk, who works here at lovely iHeart Media Asheville, her husband, Chris, was a hockey player, and I've met him, I don't know, maybe 6-7 times. It doesn't take you long to go, you hockey players are wired different, because You're tougher than me. I never played your sport. I did play a slew of other sports, and you're just tougher than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm glad you're on my team.
Especially when he takes his teeth out.
Yeah.
Because he likes doing that. He loves making people feel uncomfortable about that.
Yeah, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. It just makes me go, yeah, it's evidence. That would be defense exhibit number 27 of that you are a much tougher man than I am.
Absolutely.
I got news for you. I'll lose a tooth. You ain't going to see me for a month.
The Ocho says that, LeBron James stubs his toe and misses 15 games. The hockey guy loses a piece of his jaw, and he's back in the next game.
I do feel like if I was the lawyer for one of these concussion lawsuits, that I would have to bring in a slew of hockey players. Hey, you feel big now? Do you? That guy's not. He has no legs. He skates with no legs. He almost made an all-star team on his hooves.
This guy once taped his face back together.
He doesn't even have a mouth. He lost his mouth in a hockey accident. He eats out of his ear.
Yeah,
it's just what hockey guys do.
Mad respect for the hockey goons. Absolutely. All right. Rest of the season as we go through the NFL here. You got a bold prediction for me here, Jeremy?
I do. The Buffalo Bills are still not going to make the playoffs.
Still not?
Still not going to make the playoffs. I still have no more belief in you right now than I did 2 weeks ago. You got really lucky against Kansas City, and that's fantastic. You're still the same team that had lost 3 of 4 going into last week, and we're doing that thing that we do so well, which is, the last thing we saw is the only thing that matters. Did you happen to catch Colin Cowherd's herd hierarchy?
No.
He had Buffalo at 5. Ahead of Philadelphia. I don't feel like you're doing that.
Hit your button.
So good.
Play your song that you like to play. That's lies.
I don't have that. That's not pulled up on this board. I didn't prepare that one for today.
Oh, shoot.
I still don't think Buffalo makes the playoffs. You have 2 losses left, and there are other teams in front of you that don't.
Mm-hmm. There's a way better chance than there was. I'm not saying that I believe that they will. There's just a better chance that they will.
Okay, so tell me how it happens.
I mean,
because nothing's changed. You still lose the tiebreaker to everybody.
There's no way this happens without a miracle, right? You need something out of the ordinary to happen. Dallas shows up and lays an egg. You get I don't know, is there a snowstorm coming this weekend? Are we going to have some lake effect snow or something that will affect this game? I don't think so. I don't think there's heavy snow in the forecast anywhere right now. But
no, it's going to be colder than a keister.
But you need Dallas to be off their game, right? Dallas can pick a bad day to have a bad day, and if they do, that's a team that you can beat. The Miami Dolphins, end of the season. They're not going to be sitting people because they're going to be fighting for the number 1 seed, right? They're still going to be trying to chase down Baltimore at that point, unless it's sewn up. And if it's sewn up, then maybe that's different. I just don't see Miami laying down in the last week of the season against Buffalo. Could happen, but I don't know what the scenario is going to be at that point. Either one of those games, any one of those things happens, you're in the playoff talk, right? That's 3 wins. I mean, granted, hopefully you can take care of business against the Chargers and the Patriots. Yeah, I mean, you lose one of those. You have that Josh Allen game that really bites you in the ass.
You do realize
the New England Patriots, which seems to be his issue.
That takes me into the actual plant your flag that I have here.
Okay.
Which is, you do realize that there's a better chance that Miami Buffalo is not just for the division, it's the loser goes home, right? Because the only team you're going to win a one-on-one tiebreaker with is Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Because you beat them, and if you beat them again, then you win all that. Nothing else matters.
Right.
There's a better chance that Buffalo-Miami, the last week of the season, is a win and you're in, lose and you're out game than both of them making the playoffs.
I had not looked ahead at the Miami schedule.
It's evil. They play the 3rd toughest schedule in the NFL.
It's terrible. They got to play the Jets this week.
Which you could lose.
Of course. If
Zach Wilson shows up like he did last week,
right,
you could lose that game, and it wouldn't shock me in the least.
Well, if you keep having problems getting into the end zone, right? You rolled up 400 yards of offense the other day, but you didn't get into the end zone until the opposing team handed you the ball inside the 10-yard line twice in the final 2 minutes of the game. That's not a recipe for success, obviously. I'm not breaking news here. But you do that against this New York Jets defense, you got a problem, right? If the same Zach shows up, because your defense ain't good.
No, it's not.
Right? Your defense gave up 2 touchdowns inside 33 minutes to go against the Tennessee Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So don't tell me that you got this unlocked.
And by the way, this Jet game that you're just chalking up and Vegas has got a really big number on, you do realize that you struggled with this defense the first time, right? You had the fail Mary, and then Tim Boyle went, nope, no more first downs.
Mm-hmm.
Will not do it. But Tua was terrible.
Then you go Cowboys. Then you go Ravens on the road in Baltimore. And then you finish out at home in Miami against the Buffalo Bills. So I hadn't thought about that. But, yeah, theoretically, Miami picks up 2 losses, which I believe they should, right? If the narrative
convinced
holds.
They're losing. They will lose to Baltimore. They will lose to Dallas. If they lose to the Jets, they may go in as the dog, and Buffalo has the lead in the division.
Mm-hmm.
That's your path to getting in. It's not praying to all that's good and holy that the Denver Broncos are going to lose to the Lions, because that's the only losable game left on the schedule. And our buddy Matt,
I'm your huckleberry,
who calls himself a delusional Broncos fan, they beat the Lions coming up. Where do they rank for you guys? That's my second AFC prediction.
Okay.
The Denver Broncos are the team that nobody in the AFC wants to get in, and they're the team that I would bet my house they do.
Okay. Why are they afraid of the Denver Broncos?
It's not so much they're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
They're really well coached. I have to now admit, you know what? I didn't see this coming. I was taking a lot of shots at Denver. I was enjoying it quite thoroughly. And you don't win pretty. But every team in the AFC has a ward. Now, I've heard this narrative that, the AFC sucks. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind. 11 of the 15 best teams in the league are in the AFC. So if the AFC is bad, the NFC is awful. The high side of the NFC is better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not sure what they would look like in the AFC. The AFC is cannibalizing itself, just like we told you before the season it would, because there's too many teams that are too good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have Baltimore at number 1.
Yeah.
You're the best team in the better conference. But Denver's the one that I'm looking at going, no, I don't want to do that. I don't necessarily think they're they're not the most talented team, but they're without a doubt playing the best. And I'll go one step further.
Playing the best or playing the best for their situation? Because
there's not really a difference.
Really? They're not the best team in the league. They're not.
No, didn't say they were. I said they're playing the best. There's a difference.
Okay.
They're doing a lot more with a lot less.
That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah. Okay.
And I don't want a team that comes in that hot.
Mm-hmm.
You got to realize they were 0-4. Might have been 0-5. And now they're going to make the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
That means you're coming in awful hot. And I don't want to do that. How funny would it be if the Miami Dolphins somehow win the AFC East?
Mm-hmm.
The Broncos make the playoffs. Miami gets Denver back in Miami after beating them 70-2.
Oh, and then
Denver beats them. And then Denver beats them.
I don't know that these teams changed that much since the beginning of the season. I mean, I get for Denver. But
Denver certainly has.
Are they a 50-point swing better?
Well,
that's a big
a 50-point swing is yes. What you said is technically true. It's also super biased,
right?
Because that team laid down like an old cat next to the radiator and just died.
Sure, as anybody might.
You have another sweeping declaration about the AFC. We'll push the NFC to the next hour.
I believe the Indianapolis Colts are going to be the team that comes out.
Really?
And I don't really know why. It's just something about that team, and really I think they should be considered real threats here with what's left on their schedule.
I would say they beat Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
They'll lose to Houston at full strength. And they will find a way to lose one of those games, either the Raiders or the Falcons. Yeah. I don't know how. I'm not saying those teams are better than you.
Okay.
I'm saying you find a way to lose games that you shouldn't. You find a way to win games you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm. they're just the team that I look at and I go, you know what? There's just something about the way that you play. There's something about the way you show up in every game. It's much like my team, right? Like there is something about these teams that when they go in when you come in to face them, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be within reach, and I really just believe that they're way better.
The beauty of
three of the teams on there, and the Texans at the end of the season, I don't know what they're going to be fighting for.
Well, we have to mentally get prepared for the three best teams are probably not the ones that are going to make the playoffs here. It's just not how it lays out.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are 4 teams in the AFC that I cannot figure out how in the world they're going to miss the playoffs, and one of them has to. And I'm not sure 2 of them don't, because Denver's not going to. They'll beat Detroit this week. They'll win the last 4 games of the season, and they're in.
Yeah.
I think Cleveland's already in. That means there's only one wild card spot left. And you look at that. That's why I'm so confident on Buffalo. You win your division or you sit at home. There is no in between. Because you're not getting two games clear of all of these teams. You're not going to do it. Even if you win out, you're still not going to wind up clear enough of these teams that tiebreaker doesn't come into play. But you beat Miami that last week of the season, and you might send Miami home, which is something I never thought I was going to say.
Yeah.
That Tennessee, wouldn't that be the most dynamically unbelievable failure ever?
Yes.
Is if you lose that game to Tennessee that everybody was already writing off as over, then you lose 3 of your last 4 and miss the playoffs because the AFC's that competitive.
I believe it would be one of the greatest collapses in history.
I would agree.
Because as of right now, according to the statistics and the prognostications on how everything's supposed to go down, the Miami Dolphins currently have a 96% chance to make the playoffs. And if they miss it, then everybody's going to go, wait a minute. And then there's huge questions down in Miami. I don't foresee that.
Do you know what happens to that percentage if they lose to the Jets this week?
Where does it go?
It goes from 96, and that's the reason it's so high, is because with that win, it becomes really hard for them to miss it because they win a lot of the tiebreakers too.
Yep.
I want to say it goes from 96 down to like 35.
Wow.
And
Chance to play spoiler for your Jets.
It's a spunky little Jets team.
That's something to pull for.
They're probably going to get beat by 30, but.
Right. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the mountains, you need to call the agents at Clarissa Sells WNC, brokered by eXp Realty. Check us out online at clarissasellswnc.com. And did I mention that Clarissa Sells WNC loves teachers? We love teachers so much, we're giving back 25% of our commission at closing. For more information, contact us today at 828-774-6343 or clarissasellswnc@gmail.com.
If cleanliness is next to godliness, look around the car right now. Is that very godly? Look, life comes at you fast, but so does WBNC Auto Detailing. They have the tools to make your interior look like it's coming off the showroom floor. You don't believe me? Check them out on Instagram. All that filth and years of stains disappear. WBNC Auto Detailing does full interior and exterior details with paint correction, and they do wax and ceramic coatings. Call WBNC Auto Detailing at 455-3700. Premium care with a Southern hospitality touch.
'Twas the day before Christmas, and at the North Pole, the elves were all gleeful, mind, body, and soul. From making to baking, content as you please, when off in the distance they heard a loud sneeze.
Hello, I'm in need of normal human cold medicine.
One last stop to top off the tank, and Santa's a go, with Ingalls to thank. Merry Christmas from Ingalls.
Some intimate parts need the gentle, easy trim of a Gillette trimmer. And some need the closeness and comfort of a Gillette Intimate Razor. While others need a Gillette Anti-Chafe Stick. Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get, down there. Buy now.
Don't let unused insurance dollars go to waste. Most insurance plans cover 2 dental cleanings and exams each year before expiring on January 1st. Maximize the dental insurance benefits you're already paying for and schedule your exam today with Asheville Smiles. Dr. Merrill's mission is world-class dental through technology and research. You'll get the most advanced treatment with the comforts of home. Schedule your exam now before the end of the year rush. AshevilleSmiles.com. That's AshevilleSmiles.com.
If you or a loved one have been a victim of crime,
The North Carolina Department of Public Safety Office of Victim Compensation Services provides programs to help you find peace of mind. We're here to help you apply for benefits that you may qualify for to recover from hardships such as lost wages and medical expenses. To learn more, visit ncdps.gov/4victims. That's ncdps.gov/4victims.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
This is your Exergen Temporal Scanner weather forecast on ESPN Asheville.
See a lot more chatter on the developing storm system in the Gulf of Mexico that's going to work north as the week goes on. It's going to bring a chance of rain in here by Sunday and much needed rainfall. Until then, we're in good shape. Low to mid 50s today and tomorrow, probably Friday too. Might see some high clouds today. Sunshine should remain for the rest of the week. Overnight lows between 25 and 30 degrees. Dry Saturday and that chance of rain on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stajic.
Hear that? That's the sound of new digital instants from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Now you can play right from your phone and win real cash prizes. It may all sound new, but winning, oh yeah, big money, is as thrilling as ever. Register to play digital instants for a whole new way to win. Must be 18 to play. See prize and odds charts at nclottery.com/digital-instants for details. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
From the Ingalls Studios, this is ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, and iHeart radio station.
The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls Studio.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy, heard everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel so you can join us in the chat. We're going to be talking about one of our favorite pastimes coming up later on in the program, and that's called snacking. Jeremy has apparently got the Christmas tree cake bug. And so we're going to daily draft today. Christmas snacks.
Diet's not it's not surviving the holiday season particularly well.
Yeah, it's always rough during the holiday
I just inhaled a cheeseburger that I mean it never had a chance.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is the land of temptation, right? The holiday season is the land of temptation. As someone who has been through this for 5 years now, it seems like every holiday season I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to stay away from the stuff, and it's too much.
Here's the thing, and I mean this. If God wanted me to be a thin man, he would make healthy food much cheaper, and he would make it much, much more difficult to get my hands on a delicious cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just had two of them delivered to me for the low, low price of $10 US.
I did a little cheating last night. We went to the Salt-Faced Mule for the iHeart Radio Christmas party. It was awesome.
I inhaled some mac and cheese.
They have some awesome food down there.
Fried cauliflower, that was on time.
Yeah, it was. Did you get it with the buffalo sauce and the?
I didn't know there was buffalo sauce.
Oh yeah,
I just ate it. Nudie patootie, and it was delicious.
Absolutely. I think they were like brown sugar Brussels sprouts that they had laid out for us as well. And
I'm glad you said that, because I've the last 2 days have taught me one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am so stupid that I don't know the difference between a Brussels sprout and a collard green. I thought they were the same thing.
No,
they're not. And one of them I like a lot. One of them, not so much.
Yes, not a fan of the Brussels sprout.
Especially when you expected the former and you got the latter, because I thought they were the same thing.
Last night at the
correct.
Okay, all right, interesting. I'm glad you didn't say that out loud. At least where I could hear you. 'Cause I'd have laughed a lot.
I mean, it was still tasty. Amy really liked them. I'm not now 100% sure I know what a Brussels sprout is.
Uh-huh. It's like a really tiny cabbage.
Yeah. I need collard green.
They're an acquired taste. But the food out there was fantastic.
Oh, it's tremendous, and the beer was really good.
This
too.
is I don't know what it used to be called, but this is where the little fun park used to be, out on Merriman Avenue, Weaverville. Right,
yes.
You cross
it's on
over,
the Weaverville Road. So.
Right, you cross over into Weaverville, just the bottom tip of Weaverville. There, they got putt. Awesome.
Oh, it's the same guys
great.
It's the same guys that own Twisted Laurel.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway,
Twisted Laurel also awesome.
Yes,
and both are very close to my house, which is super convenient.
Salt Face Mule. You should definitely check that place out. Anyway, let's get into what Cam Newton's back in the news. What is?
Oh yeah,
what's he talking about?
Because he's got a podcast that I'm sure tens and tens of people really enjoy.
Yeah. So
it's probably the same people that keep telling me he's a Hall of Famer, and I laugh at them and throw an obscenity or two, and then I realize they're serious. Oh, here, let me get. I got a crayon. Let me see if I can draw a picture for you. No.
He's in the Hall of Really Famous Players. How about that?
I'm resisting the urge to do who are the dumbest people in sports draft, because I think we've said 4 of my top 6's name on this show in the last 65 minutes.
Cam Newton was on, what was this? It was a San Francisco podcast?
No, this was his podcast.
Oh, it was on his podcast.
Well, that's why I said I'm sure tens and tens of people really enjoy this.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's apparently talking about quarterbacks in the NFL and how Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy are not game changers. They're just game managers. Okay. I mean, what is he saying, that they can't win because they're not game changers?
Well, basically what he was saying is that Lamar and Pat Mahomes are guys that can win by themselves. Which, to me, is quite possibly the stupidest thing that anybody's ever said out loud. Then he proceeded to say that the 2 guys most likely to win MVP were game managers, and he was treating that as a slight, which I feel like he went, I just said the dumbest thing that anybody has said in the world today, and let me see if I can top it by saying something dumber. And I've said this before, and I will say it again. People take game manager as it's a slight. It's really not. And it's ironic that Cam Newton was the one that said this, because you may quite possibly have been the worst game manager in the history of quarterbacks, which is why you never won Bupkis. It's also why you had one good year, and other than that, you were largely a let me see if I can channel my Aaron Rodgers here. Boom! That felt good. Oh, that felt good. I love inciting Cam Newton apologists around the holidays. It's almost like caroling for me.
It gives you that warm spot.
It does.
A little warm.
It does, because I'll never understand the love of this guy. Don't get it in the least.
Yeah. I mean, I understand where he was trying to go with it. I don't. There's no logic to it.
No, because people take game manager as a slight. I want a guy that can manage a football game. And Brock Purdy does that really well. Mm-hmm. We had an Instagram reel that got all kinds of interaction because I said Brock Purdy was a game manager. Mm-hmm. He's a really good one. Mm-hmm. That's not a slight. People hear that and they immediately go, oh, well, he's saying he's not really a good quarterback. No, there's an art to that.
Yeah.
There are guys that have won Super Bowls doing that.
Mm-hmm. But Brock's not one of them. Because you said repeatedly you don't think Brock is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. San Francisco can't win with Brock Purdy.
This is a Super Bowl winning roster. I struggle to believe that he's going to be able to beat a high-end quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're ever going to do it, this would be the year because every team has a wart to some degree.
Yes.
Stephen Tao said if Cam Newton could manage a game, he'd probably still have a job. It's a good point.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's points.
A lot of what comes out of Cam Newton is sour grapes. You guys have to understand this, right? Like when Cam Newton's out here talking about and criticizing current quarterbacks, I don't feel like he's speaking from a good place, should I say. Like if Tony Romo were to go on, Tony
Romo's a stark raving crazy person at this point too.
But what I'm saying is, if he went on a diatribe on his game cast about quarterbacks and what makes a good quarterback, I would think that's coming from a helpful place, right? He's trying to educate. This, on the other hand, I still feel like I'm better than these guys.
I'm going to go one step further. This is why I hate listening to former ex-players. In large part, not all.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of you has a bias. All of you. Because of how you are looked at. People like me, people like Colin Cowherd, who I don't tend to agree with very often, but Dan Patrick, there's no bias here. I don't care. I don't care what team you play for. I don't care what college you went to. I don't care about any of this. Are you a winner, and are you going to make me look stupid? Former players don't care.
Mm-hmm.
If you can watch Dak Prescott and tell me that you think that's a game manager, then you could literally tell me your name, and I would think you were too stupid to tell me that. I'd check. I'd ask to see your driver's license because I'm not sure you know what your own name is. Nobody in the NFL is playing better quarterback right now than Dak Prescott, and you're making it sound like they're just winning because, well, they're here. Hey, awesome. Good for Dak. No, he's playing at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you're not watching this, and it was super obvious to me. Listening to him talk, it was super obvious to me. You're not watching these games. You formulated an opinion on Dak Prescott 5 years ago, and now you're just you've got a podcast, and you've got time to fill, so you just started throwing out random stupidity. And the double down on Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson win by themselves. Okay, let's tackle that side of it. Weird. This is the best year Lamar Jackson's had since the MVP year.
Mm-hmm.
And in the MVP year, nobody knew how to defend him because he ran constantly. Well, what does he have this year that he's never had before? Oh, Zay Flowers. Oh, Todd Monken. Oh, even Odell Beckham Jr. to a point. And, Pat Mahomes isn't winning at the same level that he's won at. And what does he not have? Tyreek Hill, Juju Smith-Schuster, veteran receivers. He's got a whole lot of Richie James, which, weird, he doesn't look as good. So the bigger narrative here, and it's actually funny that the Married Gamer just said this in our YouTube chat. The Bengals offense is better without Burrow. I never in a million years thought I would ever say something like that. It's not that they're better. It's that they're different. Because the cast around you matters almost as much as the quarterback does. We fixate on quarterbacks because it is so much easier to do. That Dallas offense, in large part, is exactly the same that it has been for the last handful of years. As a matter of fact, I could make the argument that it's not as good because you exchanged Ezekiel Elliott for Rico Dowdle. I love Rico. I don't love Ezekiel Elliott, but Zeke's a more talented running back.
Yeah.
There's a reason he went number 4 in the draft. And I understand he's older. I get that. What changed? There's one very basic tenet of what changed, and I told you this in the preseason. Brandon Cooks.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Cooks changed. Jake Ferguson is a better tight end than Dalton Schultz, but you already had that. What changed is now, from a strategic standpoint, it is easier for me to game plan if I'm Mike McCarthy than it was for Kellen Moore. Because now I'm taking deep shots to one of the better deep ball guys in the league in Brandon Cooks, which pulls the safety back, allows Jake Ferguson to annihilate you over the middle, allows CeeDee Lamb to wind up in one-on-one coverage way more often, which nobody in this league can defend him doing that. Oh, by the way, and I've got a running back that can swing out of the backfield, catch passes, and he can run between the tackles. You see, that's actually a well thought out analytical explanation instead of Dak Prescott's a game manager. No, he's not. No, he's not, and that's complete lunacy that you just said it out loud.
I think you're trying to give Cam Newton too much credit here. That he would go down that path. I don't know that.
I get really irritated because that's almost invariably what people say to me. Well, you didn't play in the NFL. Why should I listen to you? Go listen to Cam Newton and listen to me. Tell me which one makes a more analytical, thoughtful, thought-provoking point.
Sure. This is not an analytical argument, though, right?
This is 100% an analytical argument.
No.
But see, that's my point. Is that you opened this up.
You can prove it with analytics.
This is 100% an analytical argument. This is a watch the film and tell me what you're seeing. Cam Newton cannot do that.
That's what I'm saying. Can't do it. That's what I'm saying. This was not Cam Newton making a large statement that's backed up by fact and actual analytics. No, this is an analyst thing to say, right? This is a talking head thing to say. Yep. This is just this is a common trope about this guy, that he's not as good, that he relies on the system. Dak Prescott has to be a game manager now, right? Because of all the things that you just said, right? All those analytical gobbledygook things with Brandon Cooks and over the top and safeties and all that. He's making
you mean
this
actual analysis?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, but that's my point. This is Cam Newton just spouting off. Because he feels like Lamar and Patrick Mahomes. See, he's in that category. See, Cam Newton, in his own brain, he's that game changer. He's
way more in the Tim Tebow
man.
Category.
He's that guy who kept the Carolina Panthers relevant, and we won back-to-back championships and all this kind of stuff. Like,
you won no championships. You won one division and got absolutely housed in a Super Bowl. Coming out of a bad NFC.
You won division championships. You won a conference championship. You got to a Super Bowl. It didn't get you over the top.
So what you're telling me is that Cam Newton dumbed down his analysis because he can't really provide the analysis, and so he said something absolutely moronic. And I'm trying to hit it from an analytical standpoint. That what you're trying to say?
You're thinking too much.
So let me dumb down my analysis. Cam Newton is a goober that dresses weird with a microphone, and the fact that anybody listens to anything he has to say makes my brain hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do it?
That's pretty good.
Did I do it?
Point on that story.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
I wanted to see if, since he tried to do what we do, let me see if I could do what he does. I simplified it. There we go. I did it. Good for me.
Yeah. Good job. I still feel like Cam Newton's sour that no one has given him a look in 3 years.
Yeah.
And now,
because you're bad.
And now he's just throwing shade at everybody.
Because you're bad. And you've been bad for a long time. And every quarterback that you just tried to throw shade at is exponentially better than you for all but 1 year of your career. Good for you.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. What?
Damn it, Fitz. Honestly, you used way too many big words there, Jeremy. Dumb it down a little more. Oh, I don't know that I could do that. Hold on. Let me go get my crayons. We'll be back.
The Ingalls Giving Tree, benefiting Manna Food Bank, will be on display at the Asheville Mall as a reminder of the needs of so many families in western North Carolina. Drop off non-perishable items in the donation barrels at all Ingalls locations, donate online or at the Ingalls Giving Tree at Asheville Mall so Manna Food Bank can reach everyone who needs help. Nothing can hold back the holiday spirit of giving in western North Carolina. Please help Ingalls Markets, iHeartRadio Asheville, WLOS, and the Asheville Citizen-Times ensure Manna Food Bank can fill thousands of empty plates this holiday season.
If cleanliness is next to godliness, look around the car right now. Is that very godly? Look, life comes at you fast, but so does WBNC Auto Detailing. They have the tools to make your interior look like it's coming off the showroom floor. You don't believe me? Check them out on Instagram. All that filth and years of stains disappear. WBNC Auto Detailing does full interior and exterior details with paint correction, and they do wax and ceramic coatings. Call WBNC Auto Detailing at 455-3700. Premium care with a Southern hospitality touch.
If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the mountains, you need to call the agents at Clarissa Sells WNC, brokered by eXp Realty. Check us out online at clarissasellswnc.com. And did I mention that Clarissa Sells WNC loves teachers? We love teachers so much, we're giving back 25% of our commission at closing. For more information, contact us today at 828-774-6343 or clarissasellswnc@gmail.com.
Don't miss Lowe's 25 days of deals. Get up to 30% off plus save up to an extra $750 on select major appliances. Valid through 12/13. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
The Gillette Intimate Trimmer gives you a gentle, easy way to trim your pubic region. Or you could try waxing. Nope. From America's #1 trusted men's grooming brand, the best a man can get, down there. Buy Gillette Intimate at a retailer near you.
Imagine a world where animals and humans coexist in harmony, where wild animals thrive, habitats are protected, and marginalized communities are empowered. At International Animal Rescue, this is our vision. Our holistic, community-led projects not only rescue animals, but also protect and replenish precious habitats, creating a better future for us all. But we can't do this without you. Show your support now and help keep the wild, wild. Visit internationalanimalrescue.org.
Hey, it's Amanda, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're so easy for the holidays. They're warm and flavorful. It's always a crowd pleaser. When I put down a nugget tray, everyone is happy.
Hey, this is Brian, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is the joy that it brings to me and everybody around me during the holidays. They're warm, juicy, and delicious.
Cater the holidays with Chick-fil-A today. Available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
The Sportsocracy.
We treat star athletes better because they're better people.
That's not fair.
Life isn't fair, kiddo. Get used to it.
It's ESPN Asheville. You are in the Sportsocracy, heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Programming note: we will not be with you Christmas week. The week between Christmas and New Year's, that will be our little vacation time. Just make your plans now. Hope you enjoy it. And look, our last show of the year will be on Thursday of next week.
Yes.
So just wanted to get that out there.
Everybody's traveling. We're all doing things. Yeah, this was just this was the path of least resistance. Mm-hmm. And it led to us getting the only 10 days off that we get for an entire year, which I'm a big fan of.
Yes. So anyway, we hope everybody has the chance to take some time off this holiday season. And if you don't, I hope you can get some rest and relaxation, at least on the day. I've had a job like that before. You don't get no days off except for the day. So been there, done that. Thankfully, name's on the door. We can get a little bit more time than that. This offseason, a lot of teams are going to be making quarterback decisions, right? I feel like there's going to be a lot of teams inquiring about the services of one Jake Browning.
Yes. And that was said in the last segment that the Bengals' offense was better with him than it was with Burrow. Burrow's been limited all year. He had the calf early in the year. Then the wrist actually takes him out. And Jake Browning has been really, really good. And I think he will continue to be really, really good. And there is a great chance that after this year, he's going to be somebody's starting quarterback. We've seen this too many times.
Yes.
I call this Scott Mitchell disorder. Somebody comes in, plays really well for 5 games, and you just fall in love and print checks at them.
Mm-hmm.
But who could that be? And obviously, we're going to cull the most obvious teams. I don't think we have to break down the Chargers or the Chiefs.
No.
But there are some teams that have some interesting quarterback decisions ahead of them. Who's the most interesting one to you?
I think it's New England for me.
That's
but I
not
don't know
interesting
if
to me in the
do
least.
it in the draft.
you have no existing potential quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I can promise you it's not Mac Jones, and I can promise you it's not Bailey Zappi.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of them are any good.
I'm just interested to see what direction they take there. Will they spend the high draft pick on one of these quarterbacks?
Doubt. No doubt. 110% I'd bet my house on it. If you're in the top three, either Drake May or Caleb Williams will be the next quarterback of the New England Patriots.
Okay.
I mean, what's the other alternative? We go chase
the
Jake
other
Browning?
alternative is you go find, you chase a Jake Browning, or you try to get Kirk Cousins to come to your town, or I don't know.
Why would 38-year-old Kirk Cousins want to come to a team that has no shot to win?
Ryan Tannehill will be available.
Why don't you bring up Jake Rosen while you're at, or Jake Rosen, Josh Rosen? I combine Jake Browning and Josh Rosen into one person.
No. Joshua Dobbs is out there.
Oh, you mean the guy that's now sitting behind Nick Mullins? Yeah, I think we can pass on that. New England will be taking a rookie. No doubt in my mind.
Okay.
The interesting ones to me are Washington.
Okay.
Because Washington's going to be up there. Quite possibly Caleb Williams falls right in their lap.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't shock me in the least. Or maybe they fall in love with Jaden Daniels and he falls right in their lap. To me, Sam Howell's been on the nice list and he deserves another year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a quarterback on this planet that could have won at a high level behind that offensive line with that defense.
I feel like there's zero chance.
I won't say it's zero. This is still Washington. It's going to be a new coach. It's going to be a new front office. I wouldn't say zero. They shouldn't, and I don't think they will. But I wouldn't just chalk that up to no doubt yet.
Okay. So Washington will make a move, you think?
No, I just said I don't think they will, but you can't put it at zero.
Okay, who else?
The New York Giants should. They won't. Your $46 million pot committed to Daniel Jones, and he is without a doubt on the naughty list because he has been stealing from them on a weekly basis. Every time he gets his check since they started paying players, every check he's gotten, highway robbery. Because he was awful. And now you got Tommy DeVito coming in here actually making this offense move. I get that it wasn't against the strongest competition. It didn't matter who Daniel Jones played. He was just awful, period. But I would say they probably stand put, too. Okay. The first one that I think has a real legit shot of moving off the existing starter is the Chicago Bears. And I'm at 50-50. I can't put a higher number on either side. I know what I would do if I was you, but I don't know how you're going to sell it.
I mean, I would have to restart the clock if it were me. I feel like I would need to make the move. What's the market look like for Justin? Because that's the big question.
Fourth round pick at best.
Really?
You're not getting more than that. This is that NFL thing. Oh, so you mean not only do I have to give you draft capital, I also have to pay this guy? No, that's not going to happen. And I think I've always said Atlanta made the most sense. Now, if they fire Arthur Smith, then obviously you take that off the board because you'd have to hire a coach where he fit into the system. I would say it's 50-50 at best with them. I can't get my thumb on where they're at, and it may completely depend on the last handful of games of the season here. I think he's probably done enough to merit getting the extra year. But then you remember it's a front office that they didn't draft him. They're not pot committed here. They've given him plenty of time, and he's not shown that he's a franchise quarterback.
No. We felt like this was their last shot, right? This year was the last shot for you to prove that you could turn this around. Are you going to lather up and do it again next year is the question. That I can't tell you.
Your Tampa Bay Baconeers.
Mm-hmm.
What percent shot would you say that Baker Mayfield's not your quarterback next year?
3.
You might be a little too high, but we're right there in the same ballpark with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a path that you don't go 1 year. What'd you give him this year? $5 million?
I believe that.
I think it was $5 million with some light incentives.
I think 8 was the most he could make, and there was an incentive for making the playoffs. And
I'll bet it's 8 next year with a chance to get to 10.
Yep.
And no other team will come close to that.
Yep. I'm not expecting any changes because he's been just good enough. He's been just good enough to say, well, if we make a couple of moves, right, if we get another offensive lineman or if we make this move on defense, it'll be better or whatever. You lie, you have to tell yourself to keep this going after you win this damn division.
There's 3 more in the NFC.
Okay.
2 of them I think should be pretty quick. Atlanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
If Arthur Smith stays, I see no way it's anybody but Desmond Ridder.
I see zero way that happens. I mean, not that Arthur Smith is the quarterback or is the coach. If he stays, I feel like there's somebody who's going to say we're not doing this again.
Okay, so what are you going to do to replace him?
Again, draft one. Go get one of these other.
All right, hold on. Before we go any further,
whoever.
Before we go any further, I'm gonna cut something off for you because you've now done this 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not picking in the top 8, you're not drafting one. So you just make that as clear as I can.
Really, you're not getting there will not be a quarterback drafted outside the top 8.
Do you enjoy doing this Desmond Ridder thing? Because every other quarterback in this draft, depending on your system, is the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
If Jaden Daniels were to fall to Atlanta, he won't. Then we can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. That's the problem with drafting these guys like Desmond Ridder is you wind up in this perpetual cycle where you keep getting these super flawed quarterbacks, and then they go into this super flawed system. You're wasting a draft pick. Bo Nix is not a starter in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Penix is in certain situations, and it's not this.
Okay.
Now, if it's a new coach,
that was the one I was thinking of. Was Michael Penix?
If you take him at 8, everybody, and I think they're 8, 9, or 10 right now. I can't remember which one.
Okay.
Everybody in the NFL will laugh you out of the building because you just bypassed a franchise player for a lottery ticket.
Mm-hmm.
The top end of this draft, there are about 11 players. That's the 11 that are going 1 through 11. Just the way it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
If you go now, if you decide you want to trade down, maybe.
So top of the second round.
Not a quarterback that will be better next year. If Arthur Smith is still there, he has to keep his job.
Mm-hmm.
There is not one out
But
there.
I'm saying at any point, there's not another. There's not a J.J. McCarthy who would be better than Desmond Ridder.
Not next year.
Okay.
You're doing that fan thing of you're looking at the team and not looking at, well, if we're here, then I got to save my job.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you've reset the clock, that could be different. But I don't think you're tying yourself to any of the quarterbacks that are from 10 down. I mean, I'm not tying myself to J.J. McCarthy as that's the quarterback that I'm hedging my bets as a GM or a head coach to. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the tools. I've also never seen him do it.
Mm-hmm.
Penix, elongated throwing motion. Bo Nix is Bo Nix. I don't really have a better way of analyzing that other than, hey, you watch the tape, you tell me. And then it gets bleak in a hurry with no Quinn Ewers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. You win too many games. So you're not going to be up there for one of the 3 high-end prospects. You're just spinning that wheel of destiny again, and this time you're doing it with much higher pick.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray in Arizona, I feel like he's earned another year, right?
Yes.
Then we get to the most interesting one, I think, in the NFC. The Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm. Moving on. However I can. Like, is Geno on the hook for anything next year?
I don't remember exactly what his contract looks like. I can find out pretty quick.
But I could. Here's the thing: if he's a free agent this year, I wouldn't give him big money, obviously. But I would consider bringing him back in that one and done kind of scenario. If I got a young quarterback or I found somebody I want to bring Geno in to be the bridge, like I could do that.
That would
or
be.
You could sell
I would say
that
that's
to me
the
as
most
a fan.
likely.
You could sell that to me. That Geno's he's not the guy for the future, but we're getting the guy for the future.
And I know he's signed moving forward. I just don't remember what the cap hit would be. He has 2 years on this deal, and the guaranteed money.
2 more after this year?
Yes.
Okay.
The out is after this year. It costs you about $17.5 million. No shot.
No
shot. The team's too good. Team's too good. Most likely is that you bring in a young guy, give Geno another crack at it, and if 6 weeks in he hasn't panned out, go to the young guy. and tell me why that guy is Michael Penix Jr.
Very well could be.
That's the thing, is that in a system that is that set up to succeed right now, because I think the defense is talented, and I think the offense is talented, and you've got offensive line pieces. In Atlanta, I don't even know what system you're going to be running. So it's hard for me to definitively say. Let me explain Atlanta a different way. If they have a new coach, there's no doubt they'll have a different quarterback because nobody's tying themselves to Desmond Ridder. If it's Arthur Smith, I don't see who you're going to have that's better. Not because I think Desmond Ridder's any good, but because every one of them is a project moving forward.
Yeah.
If you're Seattle and I've got all these weapons and I've got Michael Penix throwing to them, okay. In Atlanta, I have Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London.
But is there a quarterback that fits that Atlanta scheme?
Kirk Cousins. Kirk would go down there and have a field day. The problem is I don't think he has any interest in doing that.
Yeah. Any of the backups that would be available? Like, I don't know, Jacoby Brissett. Because that's what I'm thinking of.
He's
even
not better
that
than
would
what
be
you
better.
have. He's not better than what you have.
He wouldn't be better than Desmond.
6 one way, half dozen the other.
Okay.
And all it does is add one more nail in your coffin of, hey, well, we gave you 4 different guys and you couldn't make any of them work. Now I'll stick with what I got.
This is why
I tied myself to Desmond Ridder.
Yeah. This is why I doubt he'll be there. Arthur Smith, I'm talking about. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. We'll take another break here. When we come back, it'll be time to get weird.
This is your Exergen Temporal Scanner weather forecast on ESPN Asheville.
A lot more chatter on a developing storm system in the Gulf of Mexico that's going to work north as the week goes on. It's going to bring a chance of rain in here by Sunday and much needed rainfall. Until then, we're in good shape. Low to mid 50s today and tomorrow, probably Friday too. Might see some high clouds today. Sunshine should remain for the rest of the week. Overnight lows between 25 and 30 degrees. Dry Saturday and that chance of rain on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. What will you find at Macy's Backstage? How about the perfect holiday gifts, just $25 and under, like matching family PJs, fragrance sets, toys, and more. Find the latest trends, new arrivals, and great prices at a Macy's Backstage store near you.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to InventHelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at InventHelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors receive more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's InventHelp.com. InventHelp.com.
On Millionaire's Cove.
Don, I won $1 million playing the $10 million spectacular scratch-off. And there's someone else.
Well, I won the $10 million top prize.
I don't know what I saw in your long-lost brother.
I have a brother?
New $10 million spectacular from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Instant millions change everything. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 3.11. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Running a small business is no small task. At Home Trust Bank, we work hard to prepare businesses for whatever tomorrow may bring. Your dreams are our business, and we have local experts who can help you plan for a successful future. Dependable guidance you need, and service you'll appreciate. At Home Trust Bank, we take your small business banking personally. Visit your local Home Trust branch or anytime at htb.com. Member FDIC.
We're back counting down to kickoff. Let's look at today's 3 keys to premium pre-gaming with Beast Unleashed, presented by Monster Brewing. Number 1, beat the heat.
Unleash the beast with bold, familiar flavors, 0 caffeine, and 0 sugar.
Number 2, running the option.
There's 4 to choose from: White Haze, Peach Perfect, Scary Berries, and my personal favorite, Mean Green.
And number 3, at 6% ABV, Max Protect.
Always drink responsibly, and you must be 21 or over.
Beast Unleashed, available at your local retailer.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
It is the Sportsocracy, and we are live at the Ingles studio on ESPN Asheville. And Jeremy, did you know that there is growing concern, or I guess eroding public trust in the information that can be found on the internet?
You should believe absolutely nothing you see on
Does
the
that not sound shocking to you guys? I was just reading this story earlier today, how researchers at one of these wonderful fact-checking charities called Full Fact has apparently decided, the researchers there, that, this influx of AI-created photos that are being shared online is eroding trust in what you can find on the internet. And that's especially concerning because we're going into an election year, right? 2024 is going to be a big year. And you just don't want to have these fake photos just roaming around the internet. I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about here. But why in my mind did I think that they were talking about all of these AI like painting photos that are going around where people just type in something and go, hey, show me a guy chugging some Duke's mayonnaise, and then bam, it pops up. And here's your little artistry picture.
You want me to tell you how good deep fakes are? You know that video that we've talked about of Gary Busey talking about buttered sausage?
Yeah.
You know that's not really Gary Busey, right?
Was it not? Was
That's
that a deep fake? Nice. I like it.
You shouldn't like it because it's absolutely friggin' terrifying.
No. See, I think it's, it's dangerous, obviously.
100%
I mean, you
it's
can make
dangerous.
anybody say anything
you
using
want to.
AI
Yeah.
now.
It's absolutely dangerous. It's absolutely terrifying.
But here's the problem.
Yeah, you were laughing about
What
that.
control?
Trust me, I know what that can do in the wrong hands.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the number one thing that scares you on the planet right now. You can have global warming. You can have it all. You take somebody like me with bad intentions, I can ruin your life.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing you will ever do to prove it was me.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say, was that there's no control on this. And that's what scares me. Look, you can't read anything on the internet without checking that 5 to 6 times before spouting it, or at least you shouldn't, to spreading that information. Eroding the public trust. I haven't had public trust in the internet since it started. So, since the Netscape days, I went, that can't be true.
I
gotta
trust
fact check that.
Tijuana tap water more than I trust the internet.
No doubt.
Or the government. Just don't at all.
Right. I just find it hilarious that there's actually researchers apparently paid to give us groundbreaking news like this.
I want to find an island and turn it into the Universal Republic of the Mullet. Washington State had a large infarction the other day. Head-on collision between two 18-wheelers. There's something very strange about that. They were both carrying the same thing. They both had eggs on an entire 18-wheeler. One was coming this way, one was going this way. Hey, why did you not take your eggs and take them to where he was going? Why did you not take your eggs and take them where he was going? But that's not why I told the story. It was about eggs. It tied into what my story was actually about.
Okay.
Do you know who Michael Kay is? The broadcaster for the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's a weird man like me. He never had an egg before. 62 years old, he had never tried an egg. Well, he was just on vacation, and he decided to try one. What would be the worst way to try an egg? Like, of all of its potential preparations, which one gives you the least of an idea of what an egg actually is?
The least idea.
Least idea.
Of what an egg actually is.
All right, let me ask this a different way. What's the best part of an egg?
The white.
Are you on drugs?
No.
The yolk is the best part of an egg, and it's not even close.
Ugh.
He went egg white bacon omelet. Gross. I eat eggs like they're going out of style, and I am looking at this going, nope, you did that wrong. You can get a nice scramble on those bad boys. You get a little sunny side up. I don't really care how you do it. But you ate the grossest part of the egg and went, nope, don't like it.
How is that gross?
That would be like eating a cheeseburger, taking the meat off and going, no, sir, I don't like it.
I feel like you're doing something wrong to your eggs. Why is that gross? Why is
the egg white
gross?
the egg white's fine, but not by itself. It needs there's a reason that they're in this thing together.
Depending on how it's cooked.
The egg white by itself is always like
you hard boil an egg, you can throw that yolk against the wall. Put it in the trash. Try to feed it to a dog. They won't eat it. That thing is gross unless you mix it up with some Duke's mayonnaise, a little bit of sweet pickle cubes, and put some paprika on top of it and make deviled eggs. Like, that's the only...
Or you just eat it all together like a hard-boiled egg. Because I'm not eating the white or the yolk by itself.
Disgusting.
Neither one. And if you fry an egg and you cut the yolk out, I'm going to stab you with my knife. And scrambled eggs, when done appropriately, are awesome. People stop salting your scrambled eggs. Like, you salt them after they're done.
Yes.
Salt takes out moisture.
Yes.
Don't want that to happen.
Exactly. Thank you, Gordon Ramsay.
YouTube. I told you a long time ago, with YouTube, I can land an airplane.
I can figure out how to do
I can
anything.
sure as hell make scrambled eggs.
It is very... I always find these stories fascinating. Michael K. with the egg. I'm 62 years old and I've never had an egg. Al Michaels has never eaten a vegetable.
I don't know how you
and now
survived
he
that
is
long.
a vegetable. So now it's weird.
They took him off the NFL playoff crew, and I am genuinely angry about it.
I don't know why.
I don't know how you're not. They're bringing in two college guys.
He's not good at it anymore.
I didn't say he was. You know who he's better than? Todd Blackledge.
Sure.
I'm not sure Al
but he's
Michaels
not
wouldn't be a better NFL quarterback than Todd
But he's
Blackledge
not
was.
an analyst. That's why he didn't. That's why he's not in the booth. Is because he doesn't have. He just doesn't have it. Right. We've had at least four games that have had pivotal moments at the end of them over the last season and a half, where he gives the terrible call. It's like he forgot where he was. It's past his bedtime, and I don't remember who it was. Maybe it's Stephon Diggs or something that scored a walk-off touchdown, and his call was touchdown Bills. And it's that kind of thing that they don't want on the broadcast anymore.
I'll give you every. Say it again.
I was going to say Noah Eagle is on the rise, and he's really good at his job. And that's
He's
why
fine.
Al Michaels got left out, because he's not the color guy.
He's
not
the
the
play-by-play guy is Noah Eagle.
Yes.
This is a little over your skis for now.
For Noah?
Yes.
I disagree.
97% of people that watch this game will have absolutely no idea who he is.
And that's fine.
And Todd Blackledge is a college guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is a stupid decision from NBC.
I disagree.
This is there's a reason that Amazon paid him $1 billion to be their guy. And guess what? He'll be back next year too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
I read this and went, man, we overthought ourselves here, didn't we? Yeah. I mean, I can deal with Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tirico. I don't love it, but I can deal with it because they're at least NFL guys, and I'm used to hearing this voice.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to give me somebody that I have never heard do an NFL game randomly in a playoff game. Oh, by the way, that you're putting exclusively on Peacock. I cannot wait. Number one thing I'm the most excited about for the playoffs is the day that everybody over the age of, I don't know, me, realizes that you have to have Peacock to watch this playoff game. And then the gnashing of teeth that will be on Twitter. Because you want to talk about a non-user-friendly app, Peacock is number 1, 2, and 4. Getting that set up was difficult for me. I'm a tech guy. Now, granted, all of my televisions are connected, and that was the problem.
Gotcha.
It's not necessarily a problem that all of you are going to have.
Yeah, I was going to say, I did it fairly easily, and that's...
Log out, log back in. I guarantee you, you'll call me.
Hell no.
It's hard for me to log back in.
Say, I'm not doing that. Once it's in, it's in.
Because you have to go through. It is such a pain. And it ain't the only one. HBO Max ain't all that easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
There might be one that might be attached to the flagship of this station that's not super easy to use either, but it didn't say it, so you can't get mad at me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, when I saw it yesterday, I was like, oh. And then I went, yeah, I get it. I get why you did that.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Still don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I also didn't know Noah Eagle's 27 years old.
Yes.
He will be really good. He's Ian's kid, right?
Yes. He's Ian Eagle's kid. And yeah, for what it's worth, I get that this is not going to make anybody feel better if you're upset about the Al Michaels thing. But the kid did a really good job with those Nickelodeon games.
Oh, God, he did the Nickelodeon games?
Just saying.
God, we should put him on the Super Bowl.
I mean, he's really good. He is really good.
He did a good job on the Nickelodeon game.
He did.
Your entire audience had its finger knuckle deep in its nose. I don't really care what you did on the Nickelodeon games. That'd be like
takes a real professional.
That'd be
to
like
carry that
saying
game.
somebody did a good job calling a high school lacrosse game. Hey, you want to call it Super Bowl? Did a good job. I can't believe you just said that out loud.
He did a hell of a job. We need new blood in this business.
I don't disagree with you. You know when you don't throw it out here in a playoff game that's specifically on an app. You want Noah Eagle in the booth?
Highly disagree.
Chuck him out there instead of Mike Tirico, who is the ear broccoli of commentary, and I think he's highly respected, super acclaimed. I get it. He hasn't said uninteresting line all year long.
Who?
Mike Tirico.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Al Michaels, because I'd agree with that too.
To be honest with you, I don't listen to the commentary on Amazon, so I don't really know. They have the next gen stats thing. I just watch that.
And you turn off the sound.
100%. I have a sound bar now. I can turn on Spotify and play it over top of the. Oh, yeah. I set up the whole surround sound when we got the new television.
Right.
I did that Sunday with Red Zone, too.
Mm-hmm.
I just threw music on. I listened to Tell Me Lies like 15 times. It was awesome.
Yep.
Instead of 7 hours of commercial-free football.
It is the Sportsocracy, ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, more football.
If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the mountains, you need to call the agents at Clarissa Sells WNC, brokered by eXp Realty. Check us out online at clarissasellswnc.com. Download our free app on Google Play or the App Store. Type in Asheville Home Search. You'll be able to connect with our team and see all the available homes for sale in our area. For more information, contact us today at 828-774-6343 or clarissasellswnc@gmail.com.
Showtime Sports and Mountain Graphics have teamed up under new ownership by an Asheville native to better serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Showtime Sports and Mountain Graphics can customize whatever you, your team, business, or local group may need through high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving right here in Asheville. Free personal delivery within Buncombe County and a reduced delivery fee anywhere in Western North Carolina. Visit ShowtimeSportsAVL.com and MountainGraphicsAVL.com. Your one-stop custom apparel shops.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Plan your visit to Tryon International Equestrian Center for Winterfest, powered by Stoller Power Solutions. Load up your vehicle with friends and family and take a cruise through the Christmas Wonderland Drive-Thru Light Show, featuring hundreds of thousands of dazzling lights, dancing to the tune of holiday classics on your car radio. This immersive experience has become a holiday tradition for many. Experience ice skating, holiday attractions, a Christmas market, live performances, and much more. Head to tryon.com/Winterfest for dates and details.
Christmas is right around the corner, and the scripture says, "For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace, the Lord Jesus Christ." Merry Christmas from all of us here at Lake Hills Church in Candler.
Wishing you love, light, and laughter. From our home to yours, we hope you have a happy holiday season and a prosperous new year. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Deep South Southern Kitchen.
You've been miserable with joint pain for so long. You want and deserve relief, but you keep putting off that call to QC Kinetics. Now's the time, because QC Kinetics is rolling out something huge. It's a voucher for $500 off your first joint pain treatment. Whether it's your knees, hips, shoulder, or back, the QC Kinetics voucher applies to any area. This is a limited time offer. QC Kinetics is the largest regenerative clinic in the country, with tens of thousands of satisfied patients who are able to get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Reach out to the team at QC Kinetics today and ask them, how can I get a $500 off voucher? They'll walk you through the steps and get you started on your way to relief. Don't wait. This is a limited time offer. Call for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics, 828-333-9517. That's 828-333-9517, with locations in Asheville and in Greenville. Again, 828-333-9517. Limited time only, not valid with any other offer.
The Sportsocracy.
Ice up, son. Ice up.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. And Jeremy, the mock drafts, how's that process going?
Well, you know.
Did we run into a snag?
Been fun. I put them out last night. I was watching them live. There's a frame over top of it. So if you watch this on YouTube, you can probably tell that the video is layered. So you have a little thing that tells you all the stuff that's over top of our cameras, and then there's a thumbnail that comes across so you can't see us in commercial breaks. Well, apparently, Jeremy being the dumb one that he is, I recorded 6 of them with that frame over top of it. So you can hear me, but you can't see anything. Oh. So it's on the itinerary to redo tonight and into tomorrow.
Indeed. So
I did not forget. It is still done. Nothing has changed, but I'm an idiot. So there's that.
Mea culpa. We'll have those out to you as soon as possible. And of course, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, then you can get all of that and get the alerts as that all comes out. We got what changes going on in the NFL as far as quarterbacks are concerned.
Hey, Nick Mullins is starting over Josh Dobbs. Let's go.
Yay.
Woo.
My bigger question was the Joe Falco thing. He's on the Cleveland practice squad, right? They signed him to the practice squad, and then they elevate him to the roster for the games, and then they put him back on the practice squad. When you put him back on the practice squad, does that not make him eligible to be signed by somebody else?
Yes, but he has to sign with them. He can't be claimed.
Okay.
So he has so many years of experience in the NFL that you can't do a waiver claim on him.
Right.
He would have to sign with somebody else. Well, he doesn't want to do that. So it's kind of just roster manipulation.
Okay.
And then he comes back
here's
up.
The thing. So if somebody did come to him and say, hey, we'll give you whatever. We'll pay you more than they're paying him.
They already have.
Have they?
Yes.
And he's
according
already
to Adam
no?
Schefter, he wants to stay in Cleveland despite interest from other teams.
Oh, okay. All right. So he has turned down other opportunities.
Yes.
Well, good.
And he should.
Yes, he should.
What other opportunity are you going to get to be on a team that's that good?
No, the only opportunity.
You want to go play in Minnesota? That looks fun. Hey, I can throw to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Then what?
Right.
Cry in the fetal position because every quarterback that plays here is good for about 9 minutes, and then they revert to awful.
Right. So
I think Bobby Barnett was already resigned. Let's just play Jaron Hall. I know we can make the playoffs, but you're both bad. And Nick Mullins is bad. And he will be bad. Cincinnati by $1 billion.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if you just keep throwing different faces out there, it'll work.
That's a Saturday game this week. You looked at the slate of those games?
No.
Vikings, Bengals, Steelers, Colts, Broncos, Lions. That last one's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
First two, not good.
Not good.
Might be the two worst matchups ever of two teams that are both over 500 with less than a month to go in the regular season.
Mm-hmm. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. The Daily Draft is coming up next.
This is your Exergen Temporal Scanner weather forecast on ESPN Asheville.
See a lot more chatter on a developing storm system in the Gulf of Mexico that's going to work north as the week goes on. It's going to bring a chance of rain in here by Sunday and much needed rainfall. Until then, we're in good shape. Low to mid 50s today and tomorrow, probably Friday too. Might see some high clouds today. Sunshine should remain for the rest of the week. Overnight lows between 25 and 30 degrees. Dry Saturday and that chance of rain on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stidgick.
This year, we have plenty to celebrate. From reuniting with loved ones to welcoming new family members. So here's to taking a pause and taking it all in. Merry Christmas from Ingalls.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Gillette Intimate gives guys a gentle and easy shave on there. And around there. And even under there. Don't treat your groin like junk. Respect it with Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get. Buy now at a retailer near you.
From the Ingalls Studios, this is ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, and iHeart Radio Station.
The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls Studio.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM. 880 AM 1400. The Sportsocracy is heard everywhere on the iHeart Radio app, and we are seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can join us in the chat. That way you also get all of the alerts when extra content goes out. Jeremy's 3-round team-by-team mock drafts. That yes, we've hit a snag or two in the release of those, but they will be coming before you can know it, right? They'll make it here before the big man does.
Yes.
That's for sure. So,
yes, there's part of me that thinks that we should put those out over the holiday break, but I've already teased them.
Right.
So
right.
I'll have to come up with something else to put out during the Christmas week off.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is the holiday season. We're all feeling festive. And so let's see, we did a daily draft of Christmas songs, which was not close.
Oh, you're right. I beat you mercilessly.
Oh, gosh.
DMX's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Iron. Let's go. No doubt win right there. I got the only good Christmas song. Please Come Home for Christmas. And got rid of that horrible earworm that Paul McCartney put out and had a Bruce Springsteen song that was just god-awful. Yeah, I win. No doubt.
You just listed two of the major reasons why you lost that draft.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And it wasn't even close. Now he wants to do Christmas snacks. So we'll see how you do. And this one, I'm guessing you're going to take the first pick here.
I'm going to take the first pick solely because there's one above all else, and it's the Christmas tree cake from Little Debbie, and I get the chocolate one and the white one.
Oh, you're taking all the Christmas tree cakes?
Yeah.
Names on the door, I guess.
Names on the door. I get them all. So you don't get to play that game of, I got the chocolate one. because they're both awesome. They both taste almost exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about that little and people tell me this every single year. Well, why don't you just get a zebra cake? Because it's not a zebra cake, Nancy, okay? They have, like, reindeer tears shaved on top of them, and they're crunchy, and they're awesome. They're green for some reason. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know what those things are, but that's what makes it better.
The sugar crystals?
I guess.
Yeah, it's just sugar cookie.
Hey, weird. It's crystallized sugar that you put on top of a zebra cake, and it's awesome.
Yes, it is awesome. And you're correct. That's
number one.
The best.
Number one, no doubt. I've already eaten 2 full boxes, and we still got 12 days till Christmas.
Mm-hmm. All right, so since you get all of the Christmas tree cakes, then I get all of the Reese's, right? I get I get the trees, I get the snowmen, I get the bells, I get the trees with the little Reese's Pieces in them.
I don't do Reese's Pieces. So.
You don't?
Not really. I mean, they're fine.
Really?
The Reese's Cup, I actually stopped at Hotspot earlier, and they gave me a Reese's Cup for some reason that I just shame ate in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know what it was. She just dropped it in the bag, and I looked in and went, she gave me a treat. And sadly enough, that's where this draft was born, because I ate that and immediately wanted a zebra cake because I am fat.
Okay. All right.
The Reese's Bell is a good choice. I will give you that.
Yes, I mean all of them. And I like the bells too, because I mean they're like little like little truffles. So good. But anyway, yeah, Reese's. That's the number 2, the no doubt number 2. Now's where it can get interesting, because I mean it just depends on your tastes.
Oh, there's one you're not going to think of. I feel pretty sure of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not super common. And I don't think I have to take it yet.
Okay. I'm interested to know where that one goes. But, I mean, are we sticking to just stuff you can find on the candy shelf? Or is this like traditional things that you'd have at a Christmas party? Or I'm just curious. I don't want a little clarification here on where your mind's at.
I mean, I was going I originally intended anything you could find on a shelf.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's stick with that, because you can get weird, right? My mom, she loves the holiday season, and she loves to make everything from scratch. And so there are 5 different tins of 18 different kinds of candies at my house right now, because Candy Day was this past weekend, where they made all of the things.
My mother makes it's like a trail mix that's drowned in white chocolate. Oh, good Lord, it's so good.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
It's got
delicious.
pretzels in it, and it's just, it's so good.
Mom likes to make something sort of like this for the holiday season. She likes to make mints and minty things. I mean, I'm going to go with the peppermint bark. Because that's one of those holiday things that you only have around the holidays, right? Really good chocolate, a little peppermint on the side. I love the I love the mixture of the 2 flavors, the chocolate with the mint. I'm a big fan.
All right. I'm not going to lie to you. I was never taking that.
Really?
I don't like any. It's fine. It wasn't making this list. Peppermint bark. Yes. I never understood that. I still don't understand that, if I'm being really honest with you.
Why? It's just
I don't get
chocolate bar.
I don't get the point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want a peppermint, eat a peppermint. Why do you need it in the chewy form? I don't. It's not my thing.
It's not my thing, he says.
So I have a couple that fall into they might be a little more niche.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is the North Pole Nutty Buddy.
The hell is that?
I had a feeling you didn't know what this was.
No.
It is a Nutty Buddy that is covered in the fondant icing that is that's on a Christmas tree cake.
Mm-hmm.
It is every bit as wonderful as it sounds. I just found a box and annihilated every single one of them.
Okay. So there's no chocolate in it.
It's white chocolate.
It's white chocolate.
Yes, with the
covered
fondant on the top.
And
I think that's how you pronounce that.
Fondant?
Whatever it is.
Yeah. I don't think that's fondant. I think that's just icing.
Okay.
I think
it's
fondant's a
really
different thing.
old icing that it replicates fondant. So
It is a harder shell. You are correct on that, but it's just a dip. But it's the peanut butter with the wafer cookie.
Yes.
With the white chocolate coating on the.
And you're going to see a theme here with mine because I eat more Little Debbie cakes from December the 1st to December the 31st. Then I do the 11 other months of the year multiplied by each other.
Yeah.
Because my next one is the Christmas tree brownie.
Okay.
I don't like Little Debbie brownies. Like the Cosmic brownie, never done anything for me. Yes, I understand that the Christmas tree brownie is exactly that with green icing. I got it. I like one. I don't like the other.
That's idiot. That's idiocy.
They don't taste the same. I don't know why they don't taste the same, but they don't. I think the Christmas tree brownie is thinner, and so I don't get like the caked-in brownie crap stuck in my teeth. I don't like brownies to be, in large part. It's very rare that you'll ever see me eat a brownie. But I like the Christmas tree brownie, and I think it's because they're so hard to find. Like you'll almost never see them at a grocery store. I don't know that I ever have seen them at a grocery store, but you'll find them randomly. They'll be at some god-awful little gas station out in the middle of nowhere.
I love how just the appearance of things can make things taste different to you.
It does.
Interesting
Sure does.
to me. Same thing with zebra cakes and the Christmas tree cakes. The only difference there is the sugar crystals on top of it.
That's not true.
And it doesn't change the taste of it at all.
The Christmas tree cakes, its ratio of cake and icing and whatever that crap on the outside is different. It is different.
No.
And you know what? I could cut them into little pieces.
Let's do it. Tomorrow, you
Done.
bring in Christmas tree cakes
Done.
and
I'll
zebra
do it,
cakes.
and I'll guarantee you'll get it wrong.
Bring them in, cut them in half, and we'll do the measurement. We'll see if one's thicker than the other. We'll do the analysis.
No doubt. And
break it down.
And
'cause I
I'll
think
break
you're
down
wrong.
for why a Christmas tree cake is awesome. And I don't remember the last time I bought a zebra cake. Because they're different.
They're not.
It's the holiday season, and it's the love that Miss Claus puts in those sugar reindeer tear crystals. They come from the North Pole, and they're made with happiness.
Where's that they are different? Okay. All right. Was not expecting that.
Stone Sports Podcast said Sports Science Diabetes Edition.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, one thing that I'm not afraid of taking me down, diabetes.
Oh, because you don't eat that many sweets.
I hate sugar in large part.
That is true.
So.
That is true. The only way that is going
massive heart failure, worry about it every day.
The only way that will sneak up on you is, I don't know, you get one big Christmas season where you just say falafel it and have Christmas tree cakes every day.
Based on how low my blood sugar is the vast majority of the time, I could do that, and I might get to where you probably live.
Okay.
And that wasn't a shot at you. I'm talking about any metaphorical you.
I didn't take that personally.
I was so bad at one time that I had to carry like sugary things around with me because I'd get dizzy. Because I'd go 2 or 3 weeks without eating anything that had any kind of sugar in it. He says as he takes a big swig of sweet tea that I think has 9 pounds of sugar in it, and it is awesome.
Where'd you get it from?
Hardee's.
Yep. 700 pounds of sugar.
So good.
This is the thing that I struggle with holiday treats because they're all the same. It's all just differently
It's not the
colored.
same. It's your whimsy.
It all tastes
It's your
the
whimsy.
same.
Although I don't like how you said that because it makes me think that you're about to take one of the ones that I had been putting off because I didn't think I had to take it.
In the sense of all things are the same, just differently colored. I mean, Christmas M&Ms have to be on this list.
I hate you.
Was that the one you thought I'd forget?
I knew you were. No, I didn't think you were going to forget it. I just thought you wouldn't take it because, well, it's the same. It's not the same.
It is the same.
The red, white, and green Christmas M&Ms are better. I don't ever buy just standard M&Ms.
Unless they're colored red and green.
That's not standard M&Ms. Those are Christmas M&Ms. There's a reason I made the delineation. No, the only time I ever buy M&Ms is if I'm riding with somebody and maybe I'm, had, 20 or 30 domestic lights and I see a big thing of peanut butter M&Ms. Oh, yeah.
Right. I'm very intrigued by this, though, because I just clicked on something that apparently this year there are sugar cookie M&Ms.
Out.
And I'm intrigued.
Out.
I would love to know what those taste like.
Out.
All right. I don't know that you're going to take these. You probably not. But
if it's some more of that peppermint candy cane crap, then probably no.
Well, I know that's, it's one of those things. Like we do a lot of combination things at the holidays, right? We do the peppermint with the chocolate more than we do at any other time of the year. And it's actually this time of the year that it's the only time of the year that I really do enjoy fruit mixed with my chocolate.
Oh.
Chocolate-covered cherries or cherry cordials or whatever you want to call them. I'm not a big fan of the cordials that are sold in the stores. My mom makes some great homemade chocolate-covered cherries, which are basically the same thing, but those are wrapped in fondant rather than that ooey-gooey gross stuff that you get at the grocery store.
See,
so I'm going to go chocolate-covered cherry on that one.
What I call that is chocolate filled with red jelly crap. That's what I call it. Because I like cherry flavoring, but I hate cherries.
Right. That's weird.
I hate cherries. There's something like gushy and gross about
an actual real-life cherry?
It's so gross. My dad used to eat those by the handful.
Yep.
And I tried one when I was like 6 years old. I don't think I've eaten a cherry since.
Right.
I am physically repulsed by the sight of a cherry. No, the one I thought you were going to forget, and you did, was the Nestle Crunch Bell. That is one that you will never convince me is the same because it is way thicker. A Nestle Crunch bar is really thin.
Yes.
And I don't like that.
Yes.
Because it tastes stale.
Okay.
You give me the Bell where there's a lot of chocolate and it's got all the crispy goodness in it. And that is lovely.
Now I will go on your side on that one. You are absolutely correct. The chocolate does taste different because of the texture, because of the construction of it with the Bell. And you're right, I did forget about that, and good for you.
That's the only time I ever eat a Nestle's Crunch anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then you took some of my good ones, which I wasn't prepared for.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess technically I am taking a peppermint thing here. It's the Ghirardelli Snowman assortment.
Snowman assortment.
Yeah, it's a bag. You could only find it for like 2 weeks out of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the sea salt chocolate. There's a caramel one. I want to say there's a dark chocolate. I think. And there's a peppermint bark. And they're all snowmen. And it's just perfect.
Okay.
Ghirardelli to me is
real close to the peppermint bark thing, but since I didn't say Ghirardelli, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, you went super basic. I narrowed it down.
You did. You went variety pack on me.
I did because I only want it that way. I don't want and I only want one at a time. It'll take me a full month to eat that bag.
Okay.
But it's the perfect amount of Ghirardelli chocolate.
Okay.
Those things are way too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Usually. But that one's pretty good.
Yes. Okay. Good for you. Next up, I'm surprised you didn't take this one. It's the Russell Stovers. It's the Christmas.
Sampler. Oh, the Randy Houston assortment pack?
Absolutely. And I was trying to pull it up. You know how crappy, I almost said a bad word. You know how bad this computer is. I really wanted to have that ready to go.
I can impersonate Randy. If you're going to sleep with somebody's wife, make sure you do it with a Russell Stover chocolate.
Yes. This is one of the greatest lines ever dropped on this here program. Yeah, I'm going to go Russell Stovers. And I guess for the last one, ooh, I didn't even know this existed, but I'm going to draft it now because it's probably the only way I would really enjoy one of these at the holiday season. Fudge Stripes from Keebler has gingerbread cookies that are gingerbread with the white stripes, the white chocolate stripes on it, and they're dipped in the white chocolate on the bottom like the fudge stripes are. I'm not a fan of gingerbread just by itself. I need it to be a part of something. I can't just do it alone. It's got to have something with it. So this would be the perfect scenario for me. So I'll go gingerbread fudge stripes.
Is that your undrafted free agent?
I guess, yeah.
Huh. I didn't know anything about that one.
I didn't either. I just stumbled upon it and went, well, I might be able to.
So wait, you just took one sight unseen?
I did. I saw it because I'm looking at a picture of it right now. I'm like, you know what? I bet that's delicious. I love fudge stripe cookies.
I'll go the Hershey. I wasn't prepared to do an extra one of these. The striped candy cane Hershey Kiss.
Okay.
It's the only time they're even edible.
Yeah.
Hershey's. How do you still exist?
I don't know. Cause
have you ever seen somebody walk into a gas station and walk out with a Hershey bar?
No.
And if you have, did that person just kill 3 or 4 people? Because that's the only thing that makes any sense to me.
Yeah.
With a million great options, you chose a Hershey bar? Really? Like just the bar by itself? Not even the... Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got distracted there for a minute because let's see. Jeff Matthews in the YouTube comment said hypoglycemia is a precursor to diabetes, FYI. Okay, let me explain Jeremy's got a little health issue. I don't do anything particularly well because I have stomach issues. So there are certain things that I can and cannot do, which is why you'll never see me eat nuts. Not allergic to them, just not allowed to eat them. But yeah, I have no fear of, well, I shouldn't say me. I'm an idiot. I look at my doctor and go, hey, what should I be worried about killing me? Alcoholism, smoking was one for a long time. A husband of a girl you randomly meet in a bar was one for a long time. Then I got married and that went away. But diabetes has never been on that naughty and nice list.
Right.
So whatever I'm doing it okay.
How old are you?
36.
Give it time. Give it time, my friend. Somebody's going to have that conversation with you at some point in the future. I have a feeling.
Which one?
Because we're all going to have it. I'm just saying, it's logical that at some point in our lives, like 45 years old, continue down bad paths, you're going to have that conversation with somebody.
My favorite line that a doctor has ever said to me, you are the healthiest, fattest I have ever met in my life.
Yep. I heard that a lot, too. And then when I turned 41, I had a heart attack.
Well, I mean, and I'm not trying to make light of this, and I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but I did just rewatch the Brian Haynes football Farley New York Giants video.
Yeah.
And the number one thing that Brian said was, good God, Tank was 3 Reese's cups short of a diabetic stroke.
Oh, yeah. You would think. Never had the problem. Never had blood sugar problems. Never had blood pressure problems. Never had cholesterol problems.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Or did they just go,
sure.
He won't make it back here for us to tell him, so we might as well let him enjoy it.
We just let him believe whatever he wants
What's
to
his
believe.
blood pressure? 90210.
It never was a problem until 40. And
is that 90 over 210? No, the top number was 90210. No decimal points.
90 over 210. I think you're dead on that one.
We
too.
tried to pull blood out of his arm and nothing, but I swear to God, it was cherry cordial syrup. That's all that came out of his arm. I don't know how he's alive.
Nope.
I think he's becoming a gingerbread cookie as we speak.
Well, this has been a fun draft. And as, who was it?
Tank always loves when food things happen because he knows he's going to get made fun of mercilessly.
And I'm absolutely fine with it. Let's see. Red Sea says, unless I missed it, have you guys done Christmas movies yet? No.
I've actually watched 2.
You've watched 2 Christmas movies?
I watched, I watched Violent Night, and I watched Love Actually.
Well, that's a great segue because I think we should do Jeremy Watched a Christmas Movie coming up after the break.
Okay, we can do that. Now, have you ever seen Love Actually?
Oh, yeah.
Just know that an Alan Rickman impersonation is probably going to happen in this 5-minute segment.
And we're not doing anything else. It will be Jeremy Sees a Christmas Movie next here on ESPN Asheville.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, It's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Showtime Sports and Mountain Graphics have teamed up under new ownership by an Asheville native to better serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Showtime Sports and Mountain Graphics can customize whatever you, your team, business, or local group may need through high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving right here in Asheville. Free personal delivery within Buncombe County and a reduced delivery fee anywhere in Western North Carolina. Visit ShowtimeSportsAVL.com and MountainGraphicsAVL.com. Your one-stop custom apparel shops.
If cleanliness is next to godliness, look around the car right now. Is that very godly? Look, life comes at you fast, but so does WNC Auto Detailing. They have the tools to make your interior look like it's coming off the showroom floor. You don't believe me? Check them out on Instagram. All that filth and years of stains disappear. WNC Auto Detailing does full interior and exterior details with paint correction, and they do wax and ceramic coatings. Call WNC Auto Detailing at 455-3700. Premium care with a Southern hospitality touch.
If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
The Panthers return home this weekend after 3 straight road games. It's the Battle of I-85, Carolina and Atlanta. This is Anish Shroff. Join me, Jake Delhomme, Luke Kuechly, and Sharon Thorsland Sunday as the Panthers take on the Falcons. Pre-game at noon, kickoff at 1 on the Carolina Panthers radio network.
Panther football live all season long on News Radio 570 WWNC.
Pain in your knees, shoulders, hip, or back that won't go away? Check out QC Kinetics for long-lasting relief. No surgery, drugs, or downtime. QC Kinetics, 828-333-9517. With locations in Asheville and Greenville.
Gillette Intimate gives guys a gentle and easy shave on there. And around there. And even under there. Don't treat your groin like junk. Respect it with Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get. Buy now at a retailer near you.
We've never been to this many holiday parties in one day. You ready?
Let's do this. We brought Ritz crackers with a cream cheese spread. Ritz with fig jam and prosciutto. Ritz with peanut butter chocolate.
Show friends and family how much you care with Ritz.
My famous Ritz with sharp cheddar. Wait, where is everyone?
Y'all are way late.
Oh, yeah.
Well, since you brought Ritz.
Oh, yeah.
Ritz, a taste of welcome.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search iHeart Holiday and start listening to your local holiday station. Plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Yay! Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Sounds like someone needs to sing a Christmas carol.
No way.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
People were human beings to him, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
If you believe in this spirit thing, the miracle will happen, and then you'll want it to happen again tomorrow. You won't be one of these that says Christmas is once a year and it's a fraud. It's not. It can happen every day. You just gotta want that feeling.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy, and it's time for Jeremy saw a Christmas movie. In fact, he saw 2.
I did, and one of them it takes place at Christmas, and I've always been told it's a Christmas movie. And I'm going to start with that one, Love Actually.
Yes.
Have you seen this film?
Yes.
I feel like they left out a word. Because that movie should have been called Love Actually Sucks.
How did I know?
It is so horrific. So if you've never seen the movie, and it's 22 years old.
First off, I feel like we must say, Jeremy hates English people, so already.
The British accent drives me
you
absolutely.
Should be discounted from any unbiased opinion on this movie.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that Amy got, because that movie is super long. And Amy got to hear me just every time they said anything. I was mocking it. Between that and Alan Rickman. And the bad thing is that the only thing I can say as Alan Rickman is Alan Rickman. That's it. I got nothing else. So it follows a bunch of couples at Christmas and all the things that are happening, and one of them's having an adulterous affair, and one of them's in love with their best friend's new wife, and you're just watching all this going, how are you going to tie all this up? Because this is supposedly a Christmas movie, and it's going to be this big old happy ending, and then no, you just get to the end like, hey, they're here too. They probably going to kill each other in the car. We're not going to tie it up for you, but hey, Dad's home.
What are you talking about, Alan Rickman's wife?
Yeah.
In that
like,
story?
Hey, welcome home, jerk. Enjoy the couch, you adulterous.
He wasn't adulterous. He didn't do anything.
That you know of. I'm going to say he probably did, and I got news for you. You don't give out expensive jewelry unless there was maybe some cavorting happening.
All right, Jeremy hated the girly movie.
Well, I didn't. No, that's not true. I'm not saying I hated it. I just feel like it was a little clunky. They could have cut off 2 of those stories and we'd have been just fine. The dude with his best friend's wife, all right, like that didn't get tied up. And then they're going on vacation together.
But how else are you going to get the guy from The Walking Dead in the movie? Of course, The Walking Dead didn't happen at that point, but
yeah, I was like, well, that's 2 stories that everything else tied up really neatly. And then we have these other 2 where it's like, and awkward.
No, he got over it, right? He moved on. And of course, the married couple just shoved it under the rug. That's what you do, apparently. I feel like that movie tied everything up. I was not left with any misgivings about how that.
Oh, there were 2 of them that I went, no, that didn't do what it was supposed to. Then I saw Violent Night, which, if you haven't seen this particular film, it's about Santa Claus and some mercenaries that try to steal a bunch of money. And Santa Claus turns into the Terminator. And I watched this whole movie, and I got to the end of it, and I looked at Amy, and I went, I don't know if that was the most rambling, incoherent thing I've ever seen, or it was the single most awesome Christmas movie I've ever seen. I don't know, and 3 days later, I still haven't figured it out. But I enjoyed it. There were a couple things that could have happened, and that one's new enough that, no spoilers. It's definitely worth watching. I wouldn't watch it with the kiddies.
No, God, no.
It's it's an aggressive movie.
It's good. It's really good. Really good adult Christmas movie. I enjoyed it. Of course, I enjoy most Christmas movies. I don't think my list would be very long if I had horrible Christmas movies to list out.
Oh, horrible!
I think that's them all.
I think that's 100% what we should do as our holiday movie shtick this year. What is universally the worst Christmas movie? For me, there are a ton of contenders.
Oh, we know.
Christmas Story and Elf should be just
see, this is why it
battle
discounts
to the
you
death.
Immediately from
Elf
even having
sucked.
a seat at the table.
I don't even know which one of them you're trying to defend.
Both of them.
Elf was awful.
They're both top 5 Christmas movies of all time, and you poo-poo them, which is why we can't trust anything you say.
Awful. Adam Black actually called his shot before I said that of what I was going to say. That is
we all know.
It's the 2 worst Christmas movies of all time. It's not close.
Mm-hmm.
A Christmas Story had no story. It's always been the most ironic. It's called A Christmas Story, and it had no story whatsoever. It was just an hour and a half of pure garbage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Adam Black agreed with me. You know what that means? Lord's on my side. Eat it.
You know what?
The official reverend of the Sportsocracy agrees with me, and that means it is decided.
Nope, you're going to hell just for that.
Nope.
Just for that.
Nope. I think Adam will vouch for me. We're in good shape.
It's the unpardonable sin right there. You can't be against a Christmas
What is the
story
worst
at
Christmas movie to you?
The worst Christmas movie to me? Oh, God.
I mean, the best Christmas movie is beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's a Wonderful Life. That's
yeah.
That's the best one.
Yeah. It's number one. I mean, I don't know. It'd probably be like Jack Frost or something, like one of them crappy second-rate Rankin Bass things.
I watched those one year, and I forgot everything about them immediately. And just went, it's crappy animation. I'm good.
Here, Christmas with the Cranks. That was a terrible film.
Did I watch that one?
I'm sure you did.
If I did, I forgot it completely.
I think that was a Tim Allen movie. Terrible.
And
awful.
Kelvin Joyner with undeniably the comment of the day, Die Hard, the best Christmas movie. Undeniably. And he's not wrong.
Mm-hmm. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400, and that's the dumbest thing you'll hear today.
This is your Exergen Temporal Scanner weather forecast on ESPN Asheville.
A lot more chatter on the developing storm system in the Gulf of Mexico that's going to work north as the week goes on. It's going to bring a chance of rain in here by Sunday and much needed rainfall. Until then, we're in good shape. Low to mid 50s today and tomorrow, probably Friday too. Might see some high clouds today. Sunshine should remain for the rest of the week. Overnight lows between 25 and 30 degrees. Dry Saturday and that chance of rain on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Mark Starling from First News on 570, and I've been telling you for years how great Summit Dental is with Dr. Chad Reinhardt. Look, you don't have to take it from me. Check out these 5-star reviews on Google. Summit Dental is amazing. They're so friendly and welcoming when you arrive. They have comfort options that you can request at no extra charge, like a warm lavender-infused neck wrap, pillows, blankets, sunglasses, and warm and cold drinks. I've never had this at any previous dental offices. We've changed our whole family over to Summit. Check out Summit Dental in Asheville with Dr. Chad Reinhardt, home of the comfort menu.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio.
97.7 The Brew is Asheville's Christmas station. Brought to you by Balkan Roofing and Ingalls Markets.
It is the Sportsocracy, and we are back on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400, the Sportsocracy. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app, and it's almost time for the most important message of the day there, Jeremy Green.
Don't do crimes!
That's right. Don't do crimes. And, well, apparently the bad ones are out there. We all know that there is, but one great Santa Claus, right? And
Tim Allen.
He visits our house every year.
Oh, I thought you meant
the presents and brings all of the things. But there are a lot of imposters around. There are a lot of imposters doing bad things, and they've already started. Here comes a story out of Washington, the state of Washington, not Washington, D.C., although I'm sure this probably happens in Washington, D.C. as well, where a man was caught over the weekend in his Santa costume, thought that nobody would really pay attention to the Santa Claus walking around ringing a bell, right? Because there's a bunch of those. Big cities, got a lot of Santa Clauses. ringing bells, raising money for charity. The only problem was this one, what was he doing? Stealing stuff, right? This was Mr. Grinch dressed up as Santa Claus, going around trying to steal all the Christmas spirit from his little town. Went around 3 different businesses. Apparently, he had a scheme where he would create a diversion and then snake the cash from behind the counter. Guy's facing several different charges for his Grinchy business early in this holiday season. It never fails. The time of year where everybody is supposed to be kinder to one another, there's always going to be somebody trying to take advantage of the holiday rush.
My story has nothing to do with Christmas, but it is one of the dumbest things, if not the dumbest thing, that you will hear today. It comes from the state of Mississippi. 10-year-old child will serve probation. And you ask yourself, what horrid thing did this 10-year-old do? Would you like to take a guess at it?
I don't know. Stab somebody.
Nope. Public urination. Peed behind his mother's car.
Well, you can't do
was
that.
arrested in August and taken to jail. He's 10.
No.
I swear to you this is true. This was in Senatobia, Mississippi. Then he was sentenced by a Mississippi judge to 3 months probation and ordered to write a 2-page paper about Kobe Bryant. Don't ask me what those two things have to do with each other because I have absolutely no idea. Initially, he considered having the child write a 3-page paper about public decency, which wouldn't have made much more sense, but it would have still somehow made more sense. Let me ask you this. So you're telling me right now in New York City, you can break into someone's house, and so long as you do not stab them, you will not be prosecuted. And a 10-year-old kid in Mississippi took a whiz behind a car and has to do 3 months probation. There are people on this planet that have stabbed other humans and did not do 3 months probation.
Yes.
Could we, for the love of all that's good and holy, you can make it my Christmas present, can we get a little uniformity in the punishments for different things?
Not state to state. That's not how that works. We're not going to sick Congress on trying to figure out a public urination law for all of us to follow.
Oh no, God knows that they need to really fixate their time on. Nope. Not going to do it.
No.
I don't want to get fired today.
Don't do that.
And no good was coming from what I was getting ready to say.
Please don't do it.
I'll answer anybody's question. Hey, was I going to be offended by that? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably you were. But I agree with, I don't care. You probably were going to be offended by that.
Yes.
See, I am a law and order kind of individual. When you commit crimes, there should be punishments. That's why there was once famous work called Crime and Punishment. However, this one, I don't necessarily think we needed 3 months probation for a 10-year-old.
No, I feel like there's context here. There's some missing context that had to come into play.
There's not. I'll go ahead and tell you, the cop, the police chief of this city said we should never have arrested the kid.
Then why did you? And why did it go to?
Don't know. The police chief, his name was Richard Chandler. He said under these circumstances, it was an error in judgment for us to transport the child to the police station since the mother was present at the time as a reasonable alternative.
Okay. And sure, I get it, whatever, that all sounds well and good. You still charge the kid with public indecency. He's 10 years old.
Yes.
I mean, I get we're all made a little bit different, but, I mean, is it really that big of a, issue? Why? I mean, there is a law, right? Or there should be a threshold here. What's the age limit? What's the age limit on where we can go, okay, well, he was just urinating in view of others.
For what, taking a whiz in public?
Yeah.
Depends on what you consider in view. Like, if you just, willy-nilly at the Piggly Wiggly.
See, that's what I have in mind. This kid was on the side of the road, like, dangling it in front of people, and that's the only reason that you would do that.
That you don't do.
Right.
Now, if you hide in the common courtesy of the woods.
Nothing.
Behind where no one...
Right.
Can see you.
It's the old if a tree falls in the woods, right? If the boy pees in the woods and nobody sees it, then nothing ever, didn't matter. Nothing happened. The only way that this becomes a problem is if somebody saw it and got irritated, right? Was he doing this on a business owner's property after he was told not to?
He was nope. He was behind the car and a cop saw it. That's the whole story.
That's insane.
And this tells me that Tank and I would both be habitual felons in the state of Mississippi.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, they'd get me in a heartbeat.
No doubt.
I do that outside way more than any grown man should. So
correct.
Yeah. It's one of my things.
We need some common sense, and it ain't so common.
Can't charge a 10-year-old. Stop that. You're in the Sportsocracy, ESPN Asheville. 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. We talked about the quarterback, or the
quarterbacks on the naughty and nice list.
Quarterbacks, yes, thank you.
And we got the NFC, but we never got to the AFC.
Thank you. AFC quarterback changes that could happen next year.
Yeah, you tried to start with New England, which I don't even know which quarterback I would be trying to judge here. Like, just say you're both getting a lump of coal in your stocking because you both are awful.
Yes. That's naughty, and whatever we got to do to not do that again, we're going to.
So I felt like that one was that was the one you said to start with. So I just wanted to cover and make sure we're not ignoring New England. I just don't have a quarterback to grade. Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're Pittsburgh going into next year, what is your plan at quarterback? Because it is abundantly clear that Mitch Trubisky should be no part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you bringing in a veteran to compete with Kenny Pickett? Or are you trying to go completely?
I feel like I have to bring in a veteran.
I want to go completely in a different direction. Really? I'm ready to tap out.
Okay.
I didn't buy into Kenny Pickett to start with. I didn't.
2 years after you drafted him
in
the first round?
There have been guys I was ready to pull the plug on 4 games in. Kenny Pickett is no different. He was an older rookie anyway. There is no shot he is my quarterback of the future. None. I would show you a Kenny Pickett highlight tape right now, but frankly, I did 3 plays in his life. I'm good.
So you taking another one in the first round, or
no? If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm going to try to. If there's a trade out there, this is a team that is a quarterback away from being high-level competitive. The problem is that you don't have one. You have 3 that are awful.
Would you call and make an offer to Arizona?
On Kyler Murray?
Yeah.
I don't think they'd listen to me.
Okay.
I don't think they should listen to you, to be really honest with you.
Okay.
I'm not sold enough on any of the quarterbacks in this class that they should be tapping out on Kyler Murray.
I don't think they should.
I'm almost to the point that I'm not
curious.
sure Chicago should be tapping out on Justin Fields. So I'm certainly not to the, let's throw the Kyler Murray baby out with the bathwater.
I'm not saying that's what should happen. I mean, I feel like Pittsburgh, if there's an inkling that he's available, I'm absolutely interested. I'm absolutely looking into what that's going to cost.
My calls in order would go, my first one would probably be to Minnesota on Kirk Cousins. Are you – because I have a weird feeling they're going to franchise him. I know he's a free agent, but I don't think they're letting him walk for nothing.
No, they won't.
I would say my second call probably goes – my second call probably goes to San Francisco and Sam Darnold. I'm looking Ryan Tannehill. I mean, I genuinely think every quarterback I've said here and the Steelers would be a playoff team. I'm not saying I got to have great. I've got to have above horror awful. And Kenny Pickett is horror awful.
Yes.
I also need to get rid of Deontay Johnson. Starting to wonder about George Pickens, too. Hey, Pittsburgh, you know that psych eval that they do at the Combine? You should pay more attention to that.
Or maybe you need to invest more in your own, right? You've got doctors for that. You've got your own psych guys.
Gardner Minshew would be another call, by the way.
Yes.
I mean, I would love to say Jake Browning from Cincinnati, but I don't think that's how that's going to go.
They're not going to help you out with that. You don't have a chance there. Either that or they'd make you way overpay for him.
I just need a veteran that I can count on that can move the ball down the field. And there are guys in this league that can do that. Gardner Minshew's doing it right now in Indianapolis. And am I probably going to have to overpay for that guy? Sure, it's entirely possible.
Hey,
I don't care.
Y'all, why don't you take your swings at Baker Mayfield? Offer him a place where he can go win some games. Please.
Pass.
Please.
I'll pass.
Take him away from my team so we can't do that again.
I feel like this one doesn't need a lot of discussion. Tennessee Titans.
Will Levis.
Will Levis, no doubt.
Yeah. There's not a question.
I got to put pieces around him, and I know it's going to take time. I'm not going to be really playoff competitive for another year, and I'm going to give this kid time and ability to grow. I just have to be sure to not break him.
Yep.
I got to really invest in that receiver core. I got to really invest in that offensive line next year. Then there's two more in the AFC West.
Mm-hmm. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Just out on Aiden O'Connell. No shot he's your quarterback of the future.
I'm not. I have to have a backup plan. I mean, even if I like the things that I've seen from him here, I need that. I don't know. I'll say it again because every time we talk about backup
Jacoby Brissett.
Exactly.
Let me guess. I was about to say, I bet I know what you're going to say.
Every time we
that's
talk
the
about
only
quarterback.
backup I think you know in the NFL.
No, I mean, he's the prototypical backup quarterback. He's like the safest choice. Teddy Bridgewater. Does that make you feel better? No.
Yeah, actually it did.
Does it?
Just the sheer fact that you said anybody not named Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, here's the problem with your little theory.
Mm-hmm.
You do know you can't get out from underneath Jimmy Garoppolo, right? Jimmy's going to be here.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing you're going to do about it. It's a $30 million haircut.
Oh, God, is that bad?
Yeah.
That's that bad?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're signing with a 3-year deal with 2 void years on the backside.
Well, then, yeah, we're stuck with Jimmy G. And Aiden O'Connell.
Well, Jimmy G's the veteran backup, and I'm rolling with Aiden O'Connell.
I mean, I guess that's what you have to do.
He's the better of the two, and I'm not sure it's even all that close.
Mm-hmm. All right. I didn't realize they were tied to Jimmy that badly.
Stephen Tao said Sam Darnold's awful. Is he better than Kenny Pickett right now? The answer is yes, and it's not close. Again, I didn't say it was good. I need a quarterback that can make a high-level throw. Kenny Pickett ain't one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Rush, if that makes you feel better. I frankly, I don't care who that is. I just need it to not be Kenny Pickett.
Right.
Hell, when he said Baker Mayfield, I about went, you know what? I could do worse. If that tells you anything about how I feel about Kenny Pickett, I don't think anything could say it more than what I just said.
Yep.
The other one's Russell Wilson. And I think this might be the most interesting one in the NFL.
I don't know. I honestly, at this point, I do not know. I thought earlier in the season when they weren't winning games, right, and the offense didn't look good, that this was just, arranged marriage, it's not working, and, we're going to tap out. But now, I mean, I know he's not the same, and I know he's never going back to it, but, I mean, he's playing better than he has since the days where he was an MVP candidate. So,
here's what's happened, all right, in the last, and this is, I said nice things about Denver earlier because you are better than I thought, and I didn't think you would be a playoff contender. Now I almost can't see a way that you missed the playoffs because I look at 4 teams, the Browns, the Bengals, the Broncos. Who was the other
Texans.
one? Texans. I can't figure out how you're going to miss the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of you is, and it might be more than one of you. Now you've almost put yourself into a position that's worse than when you were to begin with. Do you know what the dead cap hit on Russell Wilson is to get out of it this year?
$70 million.
You're too low.
98.
It's 85.
Okay.
Do you know what it is after next year?
60.
49.6. Do you know what it is after 2026?
30.
31.2. He's played well enough to be your quarterback for the next 3 years, and guess what? You're not going to win squat with him. And there is no way to get past it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe what?
I mean, Sean Payton has already done better than I thought he would with this team at its current level.
No disagreement.
Give him the ability to add more to the team through drafts and things. I can't say that they're not going to be a contender in 3 years.
I can. With a 38-year-old Russell Wilson who's going to regress every single year, I can definitively say it. They ain't a contender right now. Oh, let's put things around him. You realize he's still incredibly expensive. His cap hit next year is $35.4 million. Mm-hmm. Do you know what it is the year after?
What's that?
55.4. You're not building a roster around that. You're just not doing it. He's not a $55 million quarterback. He's not close.
Mm-hmm.
It's 58.4 the year after that. And so you're just kind of on this hamster wheel of, I know he is not worth this contract, but I can't get out from underneath it. He does give me the best chance to win but he gives me no chance to win. I mean, you have a chance to win the division this year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like they're better than Kansas City?
No.
No. So you're going to win it out of sheer luck that this is the worst year of Kansas City in the last 5? You think you have a shot of beating them next year?
No, probably not.
I'm going to go with no.
Mm-hmm.
You have a shot to beat them 2 years from now?
No, probably not.
I'm going to go with unabashedly no. But I think you're stuck. Build the roster around him. Hope you keep making the playoffs. Hope you get super lucky.
You're going to have to. Anybody's going to have to get super lucky to come out of that division that's not named the Kansas City Chiefs.
And what do all those teams have in common? They're not very good.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's the best of the not good.
For now. Until the Chargers get a coach, and then you don't know. Because they're a more talented team than
that was kind of my point, is that you have a terrible Charger team that's still really talented. They have a better quarterback than you.
Mm-hmm.
When they have a coach that can figure out how to, I don't know, score or play defense, yeah, they're better than you.
Mm-hmm.
This is your shot to make the playoffs. I'm not sure you have a shot to do that in the next 2 years. Because next year you got to think Buffalo will probably be better. One would have to think.
You think.
The Jets will be better. I would say every team in the AFC South is better. Cincinnati, in theory, would be better, and the Chargers are better.
Mm-hmm.
How you going to get better? It's like Gambit fan said, Russell's contract was constructed to help the team win now. They don't win the Super Bowl the next 2 years, and they're not going to.
Yeah.
I agree, and this is year 1 of that. Year 2 is next year. After that, when that contract balloons, you're doomed. You're paying $57 million to a quarterback that's not in the top 15 in the league. You are as in purgatory as any team has ever been in NFL history. You might be competitive, but you're not a threat to anybody. But I think you're stuck.
You're in the Sportsocracy, the ESPN Asheville 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400 is where we'll have to leave you for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow for a Threadbare Thursday at noon, right here on ESPN Asheville and on the YouTube.
This year, we have plenty to celebrate. From reuniting with loved ones, to welcoming new family members, from rediscovering the great outdoors, to perfecting Let's Stay In. At Ingalls, we're so proud to play a part in your everyday adventures and all your celebrations. So here's to taking a pause and taking it all in. Merry Christmas from Ingalls.
If cleanliness is next to godliness, look around the car right now. Is that very godly? Look, life comes at you fast, but so does WNC Auto Detailing. They have the tools to make your interior look like it's coming off the showroom floor. You don't believe me? Check them out on Instagram. All that filth and years of stains disappear. WNC Auto Detailing does full interior and exterior details with paint correction, and they do wax and ceramic coatings. Call WNC Auto Detailing at 455-3700. Premium care with a Southern hospitality touch.
If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the mountains, you need to call the agents at Clarissa Sells WNC, brokered by eXp Realty. Check us out online at clarissasellswnc.com. And did I mention that Clarissa Sells WNC loves teachers? We love teachers so much, we're giving back 25% of our commission at closing. For more information, contact us today at 828-774-6343 or clarissasellswnc@gmail.com.
Plan your visit to Tryon International Equestrian Center for Winterfest, powered by Stoller Power Solutions. Experience a dazzling light show, ice skating, holiday attractions, and much more. Learn more at tryon.com/Winterfest.
Hi, I'm Chad Greenway. After retiring from the NFL, I've embraced my new role coaching my kids in their youth sports. Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to train, screen, and educate all of our basketball coaches. Visit trustedcoaches.org to learn more. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
Hear that? That's the sound of new digital instants from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Now you can play right from your phone and win real cash prizes. It may all sound new, but winning, oh yeah, big money, is as thrilling as ever. Register to play digital instants for a whole new way to win. Must be 18 to play. See prize and odds charts at nclottery.com/digital-instants for details. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Have your outdoors and running water too.
with Luxury Lou, the tasteful solution to portable bathroom rentals. Family-owned and local, Luxury Lou Rental provides modern bathrooms on the go with running water, AC and heating, flushable toilets, and elegant designs. Luxury Loos are perfect for weddings, corporate events, remodels, and more. Don't leave your well-dressed guests to use a dirty porta-potty john.
Ew.
Turn to Asheville natives. Luxury Lou. Visit LuxuryLoosRental.com.
This is your Exergen Temporal Scanner weather forecast on ESPN Asheville.
A lot more chatter on a developing storm system in the Gulf of Mexico that's going to work north as the week goes on. It's going to bring a chance of rain in here by Sunday and much needed rainfall. Until then, we're in good shape. Low to mid 50s today and tomorrow, probably Friday too. Might see some high clouds today. Sunshine should remain for the rest of the week. Overnight lows between 25 and 30 degrees. Dry Saturday and that chance of rain on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stajic.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening now. You'll see your local holiday radio station, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
You've been miserable with joint pain for so long. You want and deserve relief, but you keep putting off that call to QC Kinetics. Now's the time because QC Kinetics is rolling out something huge. It's a voucher for $500 off your first joint pain treatment. Whether it's your knees, hips, shoulder, or back, the QC Kinetics voucher applies to any area. This is a limited time offer. QC Kinetics is the largest regenerative clinic in the country with tens of thousands of satisfied patients who are able to get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Reach out to the team at QC Kinetics today and ask them, how can I get a $500 off voucher? They'll walk you through the steps and get you started on your way to relief. Don't wait. This is a limited time offer. Call for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics, 828-333-9517. That's 828-333-9517. With locations in Asheville and in Greenville. Again, 828-333-9517. Limited time only, not valid with any other offer.
The Gillette Intimate Trimmer gives you a gentle, easy way to trim your pubic region. Or you could try waxing. Nope. From America's #1 trusted men's grooming brand. The best a man can get, down there. Buy Gillette Intimate at a retailer near you.
From the Ingalls Studios, this is ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, and iHeart radio station.